All right. And it is finally time. It is time for the Season 9 WFA Draft. Tonight, with me, I have Commissioner Noah. Say hi.
How's it going?
Sounds good.
Hi.
Sounds good. I've
I'm
got
up here in the corner.
I've got owner of the Charleston Federals and my brother, Nolan Pierce. And my best bud and owner of the Santa Fe Prow, Derek Jenko. Jenko. Say it right.
Darn right.
That's right.
Big boys.
We are going to get through this entire thing, we hope, tonight. 5 rounds. 3-minute timer. How many picks is that total? 100. 100. Right?
It is 100.
Well, 99. Because
It's a little less because of the vacant picks, but
we have a
it's
couple of
close.
vacated picks. Yes.
How many do we have?
So we have 99,
Yeah.
98 picks. But let's give a quick shout out to those who have hopped in so far. We have Skills and Guy Clausen, and owner of the DC Tribe, Mac Anthony, owner of the Hummingbirds, Jordan Andrews.
Let's see, Ernest in there.
Is that Ernest?
That is
Okay.
Ernest. Got a couple players ready in this draft.
Very cool. So I appreciate you all tuning in here. Hope that you guys are helping us build the WFA's world's largest beer can pyramid. So at home, help as you can.
Yeah, please play along.
Yeah, play along
But drink responsible.
for sure.
And we don't support
We-
underage drinking.
That's right. We definitely encourage responsible drinking.
Yeah.
A lot of it too. So
Jake.
keep
Yes,
to the Mountain
Jake,
Dew.
please stick to the milk.
The milk. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
I'm really
Been a long
excited.
time coming.
Yeah.
Been ready. I think we've all been itching for this day because
Yeah.
after today, then it's not long before the season starts, and I think that's what
Yeah.
we're all ready for.
You know, I did get my first hole-in-one today.
Oh,
Tell us about that because that never
I
happened.
think that's a sign for how the Federals draft's going to go today.
I think it is. You know, we started out on hole 8. It was a par 5. We equaled it easy. Started out 2 under. We go to hole 9. Hit it really super close. Ends up going in. Started with 4 under after 2. Then we went on to hole 1. So we went from the back 9. It was the 9-hole course. You play it twice. So we went to the front 9. Equaled that hole.
Gee,
So we were
whiz.
6 under after 3 holes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And a
Yeah.
hole-in-one for Nolan. Nolan's first
My
hole-in-one.
first hole-in-one ever. I've came really close. I've hit, broke the plastic out of a couple holes, but I finally got my first hole-in-one.
And Colin, as his brother, how about you tell everyone what you did, what you achieved today on the golf course?
So I hit a person with a golf ball for the first time today. My good
Look at
buddy,
you.
yeah, my good buddy and ukulele player for tonight, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. It hit off the heel of my club, and I was swinging this thing as hard as I could, and it went at a line drive to Dr. Doofenshmirtz and hit him right in the kneecap. I've never seen anything like it. It was just a couple degrees away from hitting him somewhere where nobody wants to get hit. So his girlfriend can thank me for that one. But man, what a great day. We kicked off with 18 holes of golf and about 5 or 6 brewskis,
Yep.
and we've kept that rolling, and we are going to see where this night takes us. Noah, Commissioner, what have you been up to today?
I spent most of my day just sleeping because I had nothing to do. So it's been a good day.
He's
I always
rested and
appreciate
ready
a
for
day
the
that I
night,
can sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
is what I'm hearing.
I'm
He's ready to
prepared.
rage.
He's ready to go. And I have
When you're falling asleep because your bedtime's 10:30, I'll be ready to go. Keep us to the end of the night.
That's why I'm in the middle, so that when I start falling asleep, they can just prop me up, and then I'll wake up around round 4, and we'll keep going. So, and I haven't seen anybody in the chat saying anything about the audio or video, so that must mean everything is looking good. So that is exciting. I can't get rid of Noah's background, but that green background just looks great. So we're
I
not
tried
gonna
my
touch
best.
it looks good. And wouldn't you know, it is 7 o'clock.
I believe that means Mr. Dave Barr
I feel like the
is
clock
now
needs
on the
to
clock.
Start. Someone's on the
I
clock. The
think-
commissioner's saying.
The clock needs to start. You're right. So let's go ahead and put up the pick here underneath Noah, and we will pull up the Pottsville Maroons banner,
And they're on the clock.
and here we go. So,
All right.
Dave's got 2 minutes, and
Yep. So we're sitting here. We're wondering who is going to be this first pick at the draft. There's a lot of rumors on Trey Tucker. Does Trey Tucker, slip out?
had a solid play.
Slip out of sight. What do we think the Maroons are going to do here?
They made some trades, especially in their I guess you call it backfield, offensive backfield.
Yep.
And I think that's where Dave's going. Can't say exactly who. There are some quality candidates
Yep.
on the board, but I'm thinking it's a running back, or at least somewhere in the offensive backfield.
he just got rid of one of the best running backs, arguably the best running back in WFA history.
Yeah.
Noah knows a little bit about him because now he plays for the Jackson
Just a little.
Crabs. And he's going to have to fill that spot.
And I don't think there's better play at the time than a first round back.
Each team kind of.
All right. The pick is in
Already.
The pick is
Already.
in.
officially.
Okay. Tell us who
No,
we got.
no wasting time here. All right. With the first pick in the WFA draft, the Pottsville Maroons have selected Martin Radosevic, fullback from the Boise Grizzlies.
A fullback.
Fullback.
Congratulations to him.
Is he in the chat right now? Dave, if you're here, let us know.
We'd love to get you to talk about your pick if we get the opportunity.
We'll see if we can get him in here. But Nolan, tell us a little bit about that build.
This fullback is a good build. He's 6'2", 245. They're able to draft him as a gold, so one can only guess that they're going to switch him to running back. What type of idea? That is a excellent idea. Battering ram, breakaway burst, power, workhorse. That's a really good running back build. Well, I guess fullback. They haven't switched him yet, so he's currently a
He could be
fullback
a
right
fullback.
now.
Maybe he runs
I
fullback power.
feel like
nonstop.
there's got to be some sort of connection between Dave and Martin, and I'd really like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Dave, are you here? Are you with us tonight? I don't think he is. I see him in the interview room, but we can't hear
Yeah.
him.
Colin, you're on the clock, by the way.
Oh, I'm on the
Make-
clock.
You are on the clock.
Make sure you don't cheat yourself out
Dave,
of the pick
you're
here.
muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
So make sure to send your pick into the commissioner when you get an opportunity.
Yes,
oh
sir.
God.
You can't converse with your associate GMs now because you don't have any. So
All alone.
it's a sad day for Colin.
I don't need any time. I know who I'm getting. I'll just wait and send that
So
to
there's
Noah
been
here in
some.
a
There's
second.
the Berserkers are done. While we're waiting on Dave and trying to figure out that, we've seen a lot of shuffling in the Berserkers this offseason. One major offseason change in a trade, by the way, it'd be Sir Joshua Pearson
Yeah.
left, and I think it only leads to one spot. Now I'm not saying I'm a mind reader, but I think I know where this pick goes because you don't trade one of your top wide receivers without having a plan to fill that void.
You're pretty spot on. I want to say that I apologize to Dave. I'm the one who had him muted from a previous meeting.
Can you hear me now?
We can
Good
hear
job.
you now loud and clear. Dave, why don't you let us know what's going on with the pick with Martin here? Let us know if there's any history between you two.
Yeah, Martin Radosevic was one of my college roommates, and I tracked him down a few years ago and was telling him about the WFA. He was doing stats for the Kansas City Royals. He is a fantasy sports junkie, and so he loves the idea of what we're doing, and I think he'll be a fun part to have around in our league. And I know he's going to do great things for us as a player and probably also in the front office in Pottsville.
Well, that's cool. Another old fart in Pottsville.
Kind of
Absolutely.
goes with the theme they got going.
Well, Dave, congrats with the very first pick of the Season 9 draft.
Worked really hard to try to get into that position. It meant a lot to me to be able to give my old roommate the opportunity to be the first overall pick. And that's why we went out of our way to try to trade up to get into that position.
That's very cool. Well, we will be talking to you soon, Dave. Thank you.
All right. Yep.
And with that, Colin his pick is in, his first of two in a row here. So I will go ahead and announce Then with the second pick, the Montreal Berserkers have selected Jeremy Olinger, wide receiver, Long Island Beavers.
How's that make you feel, Nolan?
I like it. I like it.
That is a good build.
That's
That is
the
a
best build.
solid wide receiver, dominant in the Rise League.
Olinger comes in at 6'7", 225.
Jeez.
Breakaway burst, route god, soft hands, speed burner.
He's tall and can catch anything thrown his way. The catch radius on that man, huge. You're not going to miss him.
He's a huge target, and he's put up big numbers. We are super excited to have him. He really was considering going to Charleston, but we were able to convince him that we wanted one more shot at another Gin Bowl in Montreal, and we needed him for that. So really excited to have him. I'm going to go ahead and send you my next pick here, and we can get this rolling.
Ooh. All right. So with the third pick, Montreal has selected Tyson Alstott, fullback, Thunder Bay Dragons.
Ooh,
How's that make
interesting.
Another
you feel
fullback
there?
comes off in the top 5.
Another 2 fullbacks in the top 5. I mean, we know Bradley Davis is a beast on the Berserkers.
Yep.
So are you hoping this just takes his play to another level with a fullback like that, with the work he put in the Rise League? I think it's only going to help open some holes and make that run game in Montreal even better.
Yeah, Allstott has shown that he is a team player, and he is a beast man of a blocker, and that's what we're hoping he can give us in Montreal. So
We can
real
safely say that all mock drafts are broken. Chad Rowland is on the clock. The Washington Wastelanders.
First draft pick of the Wastelanders franchise.
Yep, first draft pick. You know, this means a lot. This could make or break. You know, you're looking for your franchise player here.
Mhm.
Where do you go? Is he a bust? Is he is he the face of the franchise? I don't know.
That's a good point. And I mean, Chad really proved himself in season 8 as a man who knows how to manage a team. And I think he's going to do really well with Washington, but it starts here. It starts tonight with picking good players to fill those roster holes. Because as an expansion team, as you know,
Yeah.
you got a lot of holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And Matt,
If I was a boat, I'd be at
it's
the
hard to
bottom of the
fill
ocean.
too many holes, right?
Correct.
That's right. You got to pick one.
Pick one and just go with it.
Yep.
So, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what he goes with tonight.
Yeah, I've been saying that they're going to be drafting a quarterback in this spot. I think it makes a lot of sense for them to go with Terrence Hudnall, as he is the only gold quarterback available. So we'll see. We'll see. I see that Chad is typing to me, so we'll get the pick in a second.
Okay, good.
Ooh, okay. The pick is in.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. Okay, so with the fourth pick, the Washington Wastelanders have selected CeCe Rowland, free
Oh,
safety,
ooh.
Fargo Freeze.
Safety?
Safety. Another surprise. Would not have. Colin, you just don't listen to people during your meetings. Next up is the Charleston Federals. So Nolan.
Gentlemen, how are you guys doing this evening? Nice. I've been having some hams all day, so maybe the hams is my pick. Yes. I mean, yeah, with the landscape that we can do it, with the defense and stuff, I really want to make this defense a top-notch defense coming into it, right? So, obviously getting a build like CeCe Rowland, where he's got the closing speed, he's got the footsteps, the coverage bonus, and the leadership bonus as well. I mean, he should be a day one ready safety to lead that back into that defense, right? And quarterback, you know, there's a few options that we can go with. We don't have one yet, so why waste the 4th pick on a quarterback? Yeah, thanks. I mean, you know, obviously having a guy like having a guy like Noah Underhill and Noah Underhill Jr., Max Shutt, and Hollywood Mason over there in corners already. I mean, this is going to be probably one of the most premier secondaries in WFA.
Apparently, we can't hear Colin now. You broke yourself. Good job.
Fixed it.
He pressed
I'm
the wrong
sorry.
button.
There's a lot of buttons here to press, and there's a lot of beer that's been drank.
There you go.
Stick
But-
here till round 5. Only things are going to get better as time goes
Yeah.
on.
Well, Chad, don't try too hard in season 9.
I'll try my best.
No, don't. No. Congratulations, Chad. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Is it pick it?
All right. Logan calls you an idiot as we have the next 2 picks in.
Oh,
So we'll
nice.
go ahead and-
Twofer.
We got the next 2 for, of course, both from the lovely Nolan Pierce. So with the 5th pick, the Charleston Federals have decided to select Trey Tucker, running back from the Tucson Vaqueros, 5'10", 250.
It's a bowling
So
ball.
he will
Dude is
bowling
an
ball.
animal.
And with the 6th pick, they are going to be selecting Matt Bradley,
Yeah.
Safety,
Matt
Long
Bradley's
Island.
just been drafted.
Would you
Pick
please
6.
come over here and get your interview?
Come on over to the chair.
Matt-
Go around the back.
Has been waiting for this day for a long time. But let's first highlight Trey Tucker. Oh my gosh, Rise League, he destroyed it.
He tore it up. He was averaging like 8 yards after the first hit.
Yeah.
The dude is an animal.
He is going to be huge. That is a great running back selection. But tell us a little bit about your friend Bradley.
You know, Matt Bradley here is a free safety. Matt, you know, you're all over the field, aren't you? What if you could say the best thing about your game, what would it be?
I can play.
You can play. Are you excited to play for Charleston tonight?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Jackson is.
Are you going to be here for a long time?
Yep. As long as they need me.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your build. What's your build bring to the league?
Well, I've got some height, but I've also got some strength and some stamina. You know, about 6'3", about 230. I can make it happen.
Is that really all?
6'3", 230 is exactly
How
what
did
it
he guess
is.
that? How did he guess that? He's been paying attention.
What?
Yeah, that's right. You know what you're talking
You
about.
know,
How's your knee?
yeah. Do we need
Well,
Do we need to worry about that for
I had a
season 9?
recent knee injury. I was out on the golf course.
Assaulted.
I got assaulted by an angry person. I think I'll be okay by the first game. I may have to take a game off.
So before you leave off this interview, if there is one football player that you kind of, you know, say that you compared to, who would it be?
Dante Culpepper,
Dante Culpepper.
for
You,
sure.
you heard it here first, folks. Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, you've heard it first.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Happy to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Stay tuned to listen
All
to
right.
Mr. Bradley after this first round draft with his wonderful ukulele
Boy.
skills.
We are on pick 7, I believe. Jackson Crabs are on the clock.
Yeah. I'm ready with my
Oh,
pick.
the pick is
With the 7th pick. With my first pick in a very long time, I will be selecting Algie LeCue, free safety from the Boise Grizzlies. 6'1", 215, ball hawk, closing speed, high on the tackle, speed burner. This is going to be my answer to the secondary.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very excited to bring this man in. And hopefully be a great community member for some time. The Santa Fe Prowl are now on the clock.
So no, let me ask you something about that pick real quick. Was Matt Bradley ever on your radar?
He was. I figured if he was available, I might be able to do what I do with Jake all the time and take his people and then force you to trade for him.
Yeah.
But since he was, I figured that you had outmaneuvered me in my brain there, so I didn't really plan on him being there.
Okay.
Well, another gold defensive back snatched up, and I think some of these other teams are starting to panic. But
Well, there's only 2 more picks of gold players, so if someone's getting a gold defender, they got to move up with either Santa Fe here or Louisiana.
And let's be honest, Santa Fe's got a lot of holes to fill. I'm not going anywhere. But the question is, where do I go? Because, there's so many options.
You do have a lot of holes.
Yeah, hit me up after the draft, everyone.
You should talking with the boy Copeland. He's always trading stuff.
Well, I think you did secure a pretty decent trade with the Spiders.
Some people have been pretty nice. We've worked it out.
It seemed mutual.
Yeah, absolutely. He was happy. I was happy.
I would just like to compliment you on your bling that you brought tonight.
Cat Daddy in right here. Prowl represent.
Yeah. So that
The
looks
pick
good.
is in.
Oh,
Whenever we're ready for it.
yeah. Let us know.
With
Sorry, Ghost.
with the 8th pick, the Santa Fe Prowl have selected Chad Kruger, cornerback from the Fargo Freeze.
Chad Kruger.
Yeah, solid guy. I think he can play at every position in the secondary. I see him playing on the outside. He even could do some time at nickelback for me.
Now, do you think there's a little subliminal message there between Chad Kruger and the nickelback position?
I mean, I think it's only fitting.
Look at this photograph. All right, I'm done. Steamers are on the clock. Good pick.
Steam team.
Derek.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Secondary, despite having a lot of holes, it was by far an area that I needed to address, and I'm happy with this pick.
Yeah, one of the smaller defensive backs in the Rise League, but performed well. I mean,
Performed
he's
well.
at the top of the class.
He was part of that dangerous tag team in the Freeze, as you can tell, in the defensive backfield.
Yeah.
And honestly, he brings characteristics, solid build all the way around in every aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he was a player that I was also gonna think about picking up if he made it into the second round. So great pick there, Derek. Good job.
Hoping for him to be a staple on the defense.
He will be
Yes.
there for.
He also will be
times to
doing
come.
halftime shows. So
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
we have multifaceted here.
I mean, that's a great budget saver right
Exactly.
there.
We
So
got money though.
You worked
Down
that
in
into
Santa
his
Fe.
contract.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that's great.
Oh,
That's
we're also
fantastic.
giving every player drafted tonight a cat chain.
I hope you like Nickelback, Santa Fe.
Yeah. We'll have for the Steamers. I do not have a board for them, so we'll have to see if Frank gets me a pick, or we may get the first Noah selection. I don't have boards for a lot of the teams because they just assume they're going to be here.
Dangerous
So
game to play, but I have.
that's
seen,
up to y'all.
I have seen Frank in the chat, so
That's
I
good.
believe he's
All right.
here.
Cool.
Some gambling. I like some gamblers.
we do like to gamble.
Chad making a position. Okay. All right. The pick is in for the Steamers. All right.
You need another one, let me know.
With the 9th pick, the Louisiana Steamers have selected Julius Orange, defensive tackle from the Boise Grizzlies, 6'10",
That is a big
344.
boy.
Big play. Big play.
He is gonna stuff some holes. There's no. This man is just large.
I mean, he's built like Goliath. A 6'10". Is that the biggest player?
No.
It's not the
not.
biggest player.
No.
But gosh, it's close. I mean, that must have been on somebody's board around here.
Somewhere, yeah.
Definitely wasn't on mine, that's for sure.
I think he might have been on a lot of people's boards. 'Cause
Wow.
Let's be frank. You're not missing this man,
Well, let's be honest.
You can't-
Frank has a way of knowing what people are going to pick.
and then just take it out from under him.
But mostly just the Pierces.
Yeah.
He just hates them.
And Dave must have had his eye on him too. So
I mean,
Oh,
how
sure,
can you
yeah.
not have your eye on him? He's 6'10", 344 pounds.
wow,
He's a house.
Hummingbirds are on the.
That dude is freaking massive.
300.
I had an offensive tackle last year that stood at 6'10".
Was he that heavy?
He's probably pretty close to it.
Julius Orange. I love the name. So he is going to do big things in Louisiana.
Could have done big things in Charleston too.
Very good. Good rookie pick. Good rookie pick. Yeah. Hummingbirds.
All right, the pick is in for the Jamaica Hummingbirds.
All right.
So with the 9th pick, the Jamaica Hummingbirds are selecting Chuck Kitt,
Oh,
quarterback
Chuck,
from
yeah.
Long Island. 6'5", 235. He's a silver value. Of course, he can only be drafted at silver, but clutch, laser arm, leadership, and quick release.
Okay.
So Chuck Kitt is heading to Jamaica.
First quarterback off the board.
And it's not Hudnall.
It's not
but-
the gold quarterback. It's the silver. Maybe he liked
But I mean,
the demographics.
he
Maybe
looks
he
like
liked
a
the build
solid
better.
build. Everyone loves a good beaver,
Yeah.
and you know you can win with a quarterback at a, you don't need the top tier, highest paid quarterback to win championships. It's proven.
Yeah.
This guy with his build, with the level he's at, I think he can help Jamaica.
Very good.
Who's
Very
the next
good.
place on the board?
I'll go ahead and get the timer started. We'll see if we can get Jordan Andrews in here to talk a little bit about it. But he said he may or may not be able to make it tonight. But first quarterback, and I mean, it is a gamble to try to get. Okay, great. To try to get the best quarterbacks first. I mean, Chad took the gamble of waiting, and we'll see what happens with that. So.
We got on
Good
the
pick,
board
Jamaica.
now.
Charleston's pick is
Oh,
in.
Charleston. Oh man.
Okay.
With the 11th pick, the Charleston Federals have selected Wyatt Zuspin, linebacker, Raleigh Oaks.
All right.
That's a good.
6'5",
He
245,
is a
ball
tree,
hawk,
an
closing
oak tree
speed,
himself.
run coverage bonus, wrap-up tackler. Nice pickup.
Yeah.
It is.
Tallest linebacker of
That's
of
right.
the group. Performed really well.
He did. He actually, I think he might have led. He was top 2, top 3 in the league in tackles. We need an inside backer to really take us over the edge. Wyatt likes to watch the games. He's part of the group of friends here in Mason. So he's excited to be here.
Hello, welcome Joel. See that in the chat.
Yeah, Joel. That pick right there is
My
gonna
guy.
really solidify your linebacking core.
Yeah.
I mean, you just had a linebacker that progressed from silver to gold.
Silver to gold. We have a
Um,
defensive end that progressed from silver to gold.
That's big.
Yep.
Charleston could be making moves.
Big play. Big play. Do you have another pick here? No, it's Miami.
It's Miami.
Mike Coco. His pick is coming in here.
Okay.
Gotta put there.
Mike Coco, really a guy who's quiet in the league, but I wouldn't want to. I
Yeah.
mean,
Silent
he still
assassin.
makes me nervous. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, Miami's never an easy play. You not putting their finger up.
All right, the pick is in
Yeah, well,
for the Miami Nightmares. With the 12th pick, Miami are going to be selecting James Walters, wide receiver, Tucson Vaqueros.
Okay.
He stands at 6'6", 225. Very, very good player.
wow.
Very good.
Another great build. Another guy who did really well. And Miami is known for running those 5 wide sets.
Yeah.
So he is going to fit in very well as a nightmare. Very good. Awesome. Good pick, Miami.
And right after that, the Charleston Federals, their pick is in as well.
Of course.
With the 13th pick, the Charleston Federals have selected Colleen Pierce, defensive end from the Long Island Beavers.
I wanna
6'6", 317.
I did not make that build.
the best pass rusher in the Rise League.
He was. He actually led the league in sacks, didn't he? Colleen Pierce is a force to be reckoned
Yep.
with on the field.
That's what
He's an
I've
animal.
heard. That's what I've heard.
Might as well go ahead and switch it to the next person. Is Charleston next as well?
Montreal is up now.
Oh,
Okay, Montreal was on the clock.
and then
Let's
3
see
straight
what
Charleston Federal.
we got here. Okay, very good. Come
Yeah, this
here,
is why the
Ryan.
first round was going to go really quick.
Yep, because they're all here next to me.
All right, pick us in. And if you wouldn't care to call him by
All
his
right.
nickname, I would appreciate it.
You don't want me to, or do you want me to?
I would like for you to.
Okay, thank you. All right, with the 14th pick, the Montreal Berserkers have selected Oscar Uzi Dangle, inside linebacker from the Beavers.
Solid linebacker.
Uzi Dangle going right by Crash Dingle.
Oh,
Talk about a linebacker core that's ready to go.
I hate when my
this solidifies the middle of your field, of your defensive
Dangle
field right
loses.
there.
It does. I mean, wasn't sure if he would make it that far. But gosh, we're sure glad to have him. He did really well in the Rise League. He already has a good relationship with Dangle from the Montreal
Yeah.
Berserkers, so we're really looking forward to season 9 with him.
Dingle and Dangle.
Dave's upset about something. I don't know what it is.
He's always.
It might have been.
I think it was-
It might have been upset about something from earlier.
I think it was
but
Colleen
I'm just
Pierce
seeing it now.
who he was upset with.
All right, Charleston's got 3 picks now, so let me know what you. There's
3
one.
picks. Oh, yeah, there's the round one.
All
I've
right.
got 3 picks. Let me just go ahead and leave this banner up for a while.
All right. So the next pick is in for Charleston. Pick 15.
Pick 15.
They are going to be selecting Scotty Burns, cornerback
Ooh.
from Tucson, 6'2", 190.
Scotty's good.
A corner?
Corner.
Ball hawk, closing speed, coverage bonus, speed
I have-
burner.
He was the one I looked at. He's a solid build, solid dude.
Is he going to be your nickel?
Yep.
I like it.
All right. Very good. You have 3 picks.
Mm.
Well, let's see what else we got here. How'd you get so many first round picks?
I have
Alan?
no idea. I just woke up and they were there.
That's impressive.
I think he's Hammer did a lot of trading. That was his team, so he got a lot of picks ahead of time.
I like that. Yeah,
Um,
Nolan didn't do any.
so he got
it was
lucky.
Yeah, he got
That's
lucky.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, what do you guys feel? What are you guys' thoughts on, overwhelmingly defensive picks so far in the draft?
Not surprised. A lot of teams who have their offense figured out already are committed to a few guys, but not so much on defense. So I'm not surprised. But it is what it is. So, hello, sir. Grab a seat.
Michael Sussman.
Michael Sussman.
Are y'all not watching WVU?
Is the pick in?
Yep.
We're gonna have to leave.
All right, the next pick is in. I was doing something else. I apologize.
You're good.
With the 16th pick, the Charleston Federals are selecting Jackie Nimble, defensive end from the
One of my favorite names.
Thunder Bay Dragons. 6'8",
I'll walk behind you all.
2'5".
Okay. Another big build, 6.
And the next
Yeah.
pick,
You
the
know-
next pick for Charleston. The next pick for Charleston is in. Just give me a second here.
Would you care to silence your phone?
I gotta input this.
No.
See your next.
All right, with the next
That's
pick,
perfect
Charleston.
Please have a seat.
Charleston is selecting Matt Van Meter, tight end, Boise Grizzlies, 6'9", 250, hops, route god, soft hands, tough in the middle.
He just got here.
You know, since Matt Van Meter just walked in, what better time to draft him than right now?
Matt Vamer, how does it feel to be drafted for the Charleston Federals in the first round?
You know what? I'm here for my team, whatever it takes. I'm here for the team.
That's right.
Very good. What do you think about the position that you play?
Hey, I love it.
You know, you're 6'9", 250-pound tight end. You know, what are you going to bring to the passing game for the Charleston Federals?
Well, you know what? I took off some weight in the off season.
Yep, I can tell.
yeah. I cut down on the buffets and all that, but I'm gonna bring some speed. And I'm gonna fucking blow some stop bubbles.
Very
Oh
good.
yeah, and I think Charleston's a place you can get that weight back on if you need to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, with tutors and Shoney's and all that.
Shoney's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take me out to Pies and Pike
Very
a few
good.
times.
Okay.
Yeah, back.
Well, that's super exciting. Thank you,
You know-
Matt. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
since we just drafted Matt, you know, the second running back off the board, Trey Tucker, just came in as well. So, Trey, would you like to join us for a short little interview?
Mr. Tucker, please come down while Boston's on the clock.
Pushing
He
the
is
three.
very tall. He's taller on screen.
He's 7 foot.
You know, folks, that might have been the first F word dropped on WFA podcast. That might have been the first one.
Is that illegal?
No.
Trey, you performed like a freaking maniac in the Rise League this season. Are you going to bring any of that freakiness to the Federals in Season 9?
Absolutely.
Good.
We're going for the chip this year. We got this.
Wow.
Wow.
Big talking.
Yep.
Big
You know,
talking.
Strong words.
you're 5'10", 250 pounds. You know, you're all about the power running. Actually, I think the stat was you averaged 8 yards after the first contact. So someone hit you and you ran 8 more yards after that first hit.
I'm just built different.
That's exactly right.
I'm just built different.
That's exactly right.
He's built
What
different.
do you have? How are you going to change the league?
I'm going to change league. We're taking over the league.
Okay.
We're taking over the league.
Well, there you go. Now we've got Roush, we've got Van Meter, we've got Bradley, we've got Tucker, a bunch of West Virginia boys in West Virginia. Talk about some good branding. Talk about keeping it close to
Yeah,
home.
White Zussman's also on the team after this year.
The pick is in, by the way.
Okay,
I
very
like
good.
it. I like
Noah,
it.
please continue. Tell us what Boston has on the plate.
With the 18th pick, the Boston Whales have selected Amadi Ayodele, strong safety from the Raleigh Oaks. 6'6", 230, ball hawk, big hit, loose ball magnet, reach tackle.
Okay. Boston is known for having some of the best defenders in the league, in my opinion. So I am sure Skill has studied up here and has decided what he wants, and he's going to do just fine. Let me see if we can get Skill in here for
Where at?
a little interview, if I can find him.
Hooters. Oh, is he still in his brace and stuff? No.
Messes me up when his name's Sammy and not Skill. Couldn't find him.
We just ran down to the
Skill.
Madison just got off work.
up?
Great pick with Amadi Ayodele. I'm sorry. 6'6", 230. You think he's going to be able to fill that spot that you need on defense?
Yes. He got the most. He had the most pick. I believe he had the most picks in the Rise League. So I'm hoping he will be able to be a good replacement for Kurt McDuffie.
Very good. Yeah, traded him off last minute, it kind of seemed like. Were you looking to get rid of him, or was the deal just too good to let go?
Not until Noah brought back the age retirement thing, and I realized that he's getting up there in age. So I was trying to get him get a first round pick before.
That makes sense. A player who's getting a little old might start to regress a little bit. But not bad. I think you got a good defensive back right there with Amadi. So, congratulations, sir, and best of luck in season 9.
Oh, you're gonna need luck facing me week 1.
I know. He's so good. Boston is so good. They really are. So.
See ya.
See you, Skill. Now,
yeah,
the 19th pick has been vacant. So we move right on to the last pick of round 1.
Yeah, Indiana is on the clock. I have their board, but I'm waiting to see if Dar's gonna make a pick for him in case anything has changed. So once we hit 3 minutes, let me know. I'll just go to their board instead.
Okay, so Dar was
I had that many myself.
assigned as, what was his official position?
I'm not sure. I think he's either the GM or the coach.
Okay.
I would
I'm interested to
assume.
see where Indiana goes. This is one team I'm not sure what direction.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
neither.
sure if it's. I don't think it's as clear as maybe some of the earlier picks.
No.
I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, I think so too.
You wanna give a prediction as we wait?
Ooh, prediction.
What kind of holes do they have to fill, Noah?
Well, let's see. They just traded away their backup tight end. I know that because I took him. They have a hole at strong safety.
A lot of defensive.
They have a couple of defensive backs that would be useful. Linebacker depth, maybe.
Okay. I could see the secondary. I could see a DB.
I think we're going to see another
Could be
defensive back.
could be a safety. But there's still a lot of cornerback promise that's there. So I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
I think it's DB though. I think that's fair. People are scrambling right now. There's a lot of offensive power in this league.
Yeah. All right. What are we at 3 yet?
We've got 10 seconds left.
Okay.
Y'all need me to talk again, drop a F1.
Yeah, just for the chat, if you guys want to put the numbers of your whole team on the player submission, I'll get to it eventually. But just so I know. All right, so I assume we just crossed over 3 minutes. So, with the final pick, first round, the Indiana Lynx have selected tight end Scott Olafson.
Oh,
Okay.
From Tucson Vaqueros.
tight end.
6'5" and 6'5", 225, clutch, speed burner, strength bonus, workhorse. So that is their selection.
Throws us off a little bit.
Top performing tight end. They're going offense.
I was not predicting that.
You know, top performing tight end is a bold statement when you talk about Scott Olafson.
Well,
I think
That's like Sussman Jr.
I think the top performing tight end.
Well, the rise
Matt
stats.
Van Meter.
The rise stats would beg to differ. I mean, Matt Van Meter. No offense, Matt. Finished the season as being qualified as a bronze player, when Scott is able to be drafted as a silver.
I was sandbagging.
He was saying back.
He knew where he wanted to play at.
He knew that if he played a little bit worse, that he'd be able to go to Charleston. So that's why he did.
Okay, there you have it.
Next up, Wyoming Cavalry to start round 2.
Okay, so we want to go ahead. Matt Bradley's not here to play his ukulele at the end of round 1, so he'll have to wait until the end of round 2. We'll just go ahead and go into round 2. Logins on the clock.
Yeah, I don't believe he's here today, but I do have his board.
Good.
So let's just go ahead and make this first pick for the Wyoming Cavalry. So with the first pick in the second round, the Wyoming Cavalry have selected Zadarius Walker, wide receiver from the Beavers.
Ooh.
6 foot, 190, breakaway burst, deep threat, quick feet, route god. Playing as number 2 to Jeremy Olinger, so he got a little less targets there, but this is a solid pick.
Yeah, I mean those Beaver boys doing well.
The Beavers are solid.
You know,
Beavers are a solid team.
Is it that bold to say the best 2 wide receivers were on the same team in the Rise League?
I mean, I would dare to say that the best 2 wide receivers were in the WFA on the same team. One of them
point.
got traded.
No.
Yeah, it was Travis Stafford.
Yeah.
Louisiana's on the clock.
Okay. Louisiana. I still am a big fan of Wyoming. I just think that there's so much potential in Wyoming. They always seem to underperform, but this might be the season that they show up.
You don't know how many you have left with prime Chris Dixon, so I think it's about time that they start competing at a high level.
That's fair. That's fair. But he is in a tough division. The Pacific Division
Oh yeah.
is going to be tough with the Venom and the Washington Wastelanders and the Prow. It's going to be hard to make it to the playoffs. It's going to be a battle in the Pacific.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got Louisiana. I haven't received their pick yet, so we'll just wait it out. Obviously, with their first pick just a couple minutes ago, they took Julius Orange at defensive tackle.
Okay.
So another position they could go with a wide receiver, as they only have Leighton Blue as a gold, and the rest of them are bronze and below. So that's what I think I had them getting. But they could use some linebacker depth. They could use a third corner maybe, and then upgrade the offensive line.
Dude, I apologize. I'm just gonna apologize right now.
I'm not sure Matt Van Meter isn't working a trade up with the Washington Wastelanders right now because it is a biohazard environment at the moment.
It's a shit show.
Some would say a shitstorm.
If his offensive play is not working, he's going to shit his pants all over the field and make everyone run off because his
Whatever
team.
it takes to score points.
Whatever it takes.
What was
to
that
score
movie?
points.
What was that movie where was it Little Giants, where he turned around and farted, and they ran the play?
It probably is.
Probably
I
those
can't.
little
I don't know.
giants.
I don't remember that part directly. But I feel like I'm living it right now.
We're doing some guerrilla warfare out of Charleston. Wow. Alright, well hopefully Frank can get his pick in the next 30 seconds so Noah doesn't have to do it.
Shout out to the guys in the chat, Zach and Joel and Clausen and Mac. I see was in here a little bit ago.
I love
All
it.
right, the pick is in.
Well, great. Very good.
Nice.
All right, with this next pick, the Louisiana Steamers are selecting Connor Alexander, linebacker from the Tucson Vaqueros. 6'3", 228, closing speed, high helmet tackle, leadership bonus, wrap-up tackler.
Okay, so we're assuming that that's going to be Nickelback, Noah? Is that what we're thinking?
From the linebacker. Maybe.
Oh, for linebacker.
It's a
Sorry.
linebacker.
Okay, I thought
He was a tackle machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a pretty high tackle machine. I think he was the one that got moved from team to team, so he didn't have he wasn't able to start every week, but he did play really well when he was out there. So I think that's a great pick. Des Moines is now on the clock.
Des Moines.
So we'll get the first pick from Mr. Zach Holdorf tonight. See if he tries to take someone outside the Rise League.
See what the Corn Kings bring.
Get himself a gold.
First pick for the Corn Kings. I think they have a lot of late picks.
Yeah, they have a lot of late picks.
Yeah, they've got several picks in the draft. Most of them are fourth rounder after.
Yeah. So they just picked up Carlos Reyes as a bronze running back, who is currently their starter. We'll see if it ends up that he remains there. Their third receiver is a bronze, so they could look to upgrade that. They have a lot of holes on their offensive line. Their second cornerback is a bronze, so I think that could be a position they look at upgrading. But we'll see. Those are some of the things I'm seeing. Of course, they just picked up quarterback Harrison Miller, who is a silver contract but he's a gold player, so that'll help them with the salary cap they got taken away.
Yeah. Corn Kings are going to have a difficult time this season, I think. They've been penalized from season 8, and they have made a lot of roster moves during this off season. So,
All right, the pick is in. We'll
No,
see if
pick
this
is
guy.
But
We'll see if this guy can turn them around.
But I think he can. I think he has the ability.
With the next pick, the Des Moines Corn Kings have selected Jack Marius Thibodeau, center from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Okay.
6'2", 320.
Our
Brick
first
wall
lineman
bulldozer,
off the board.
leadership, Stonewall.
Okay. So the first lineman goes off the.
And you know, the center of your line, he's essentially the second quarterback. He needs to see the field, help that quarterback a lot with, calling the play and seeing what defense he's showing him. Solid pick, centerpiece of the defense.
That
Or
makes,
the
that
offensive
makes a
line.
lot of sense. Yeah.
Pottsville is on the clock.
All right, the Maroons are back on the clock.
We got Maroons?
Yep.
Okay.
They won't be able to draft Colleen Pierce, which I think was their plan, if outrage was to be correct.
That's true. So we could see a defensive lineman coming
The
off
pick
the board.
is
Yeah,
in.
let's take
He's
a look.
quick on the trigger.
He is. He
I
knows
see
who
the
he
pick is in.
wants, and he's gonna go after him.
And he's sending me all these graphics that he's only sending to me. So I enjoy that though. With the next pick, the Pottsville Maroons selecting Dave Mahler, guard
Oh,
from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Guard.
6'7", 350, brick wall bulldozer strength bonus.
Okay.
Man, we got
So-
a full house down here in Basil.
And now we're having another lineman come off the table here. Mahler was somebody that I had on my board. Definitely a good build. If I weren't crazy, I would say that the Pottsville's trying to work on their run game.
I think so.
Yeah, actually, my favorite
Vegas Venom on the clock now.
guard here is Frank McNutt. That's my favorite guard. He proved through the Rice League that the last name McNutt was definitely no last name to mess with. So honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Mahler went off the board first.
I mean, this could be a big this could be a big year for linemen.
Yeah.
It really could, because for the first time we're seeing the ability for teams to get gold offensive line, which could be huge.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see several coming off the board tonight.
I will say since we don't have a progress yet, that is why I've made it so you can draft them as gold and brown. That may not be the case for long, as we will have meetings to discuss how we're going to be able to upgrade offensive line. So just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, sure. You got it. Yeah, it's a full house in this basement. This pyramid is gonna get so tall.
This is turned into a party.
So where do we think the Vegas Venom?
I mean, this is a solid team all the way around. So, off the top of my head, I don't know where the holes are, but I know they probably have a plan.
I don't have their roster pulled up either. They don't have very many picks. I'll tell you that. I think they might have 3 or 4. So I don't think they have a ton to fill. And honestly, they don't need to make a lot of changes because last season they were good.
Yeah.
They were real good.
I will say while we're on the air, while we're waiting, this season 9 branding on point. I think I'm in love with it.
Yeah, I like the lime green and the neon pink.
It works so well.
I love the logo. I like the move to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I like everything about it. I really do. So,
From what, Salt Lake City? Is that what the word?
from Salt Lake City.
From Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right.
Drop the Mormonism. Bring on the sinning.
Or bring the Mormonism.
Oh, bring them to Vegas.
That's right. Bring them to Vegas. So, can you stack me, Chief?
Oh boy, fill the hole.
She's getting tall.
All right, so the pick is in. The pick is in for the Vegas Venom. With this pick, the Vegas Venom are selecting Terrence Hudnall, quarterback from the Fargo Freeze, 6'7", 265, fourth quarter comeback, mobile QB, QB evade, quick release.
There we have it.
The person who most people had as the top QB on the board comes off the board.
And going to Vegas.
Going
How
to
does
Vegas.
who do we have in the chat? Is this Logan or Joel with us right now? I heard somebody.
it's Logan.
It's Logan. Logan, what made you guys decide on Hudnall?
Best quarterback on the board. That's what we needed was a quarterback, so we picked him.
2 + 2 = 4.
Oh, that makes a
Match
lot of
made in
sense
heaven.
to me. That's all the convincing I
I
need.
mean, some might call that, in Vegas a jackpot. Could turn out to be, lucky sevens.
What happened with the quarterback situation in Salt Lake before the move to Vegas? Was that an expired contract or was that a trade? I can't remember what happened with the quarterback in Vegas.
We didn't re-sign him. We just let him go.
Okay, so this could be a big. Is this a big multi-million-dollar contract with Hudnall, or is this a short, show us what you can do kind of thing?
Joel, you want to answer that one?
To answer that question, we had arguably probably the greatest quarterback of all time playing on our team last year, and we still fell short of the Gym Bowl. So I'm looking at this as we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we're going to give him a rookie deal, like a good 2 years. See how he do in those 2 years. See how he does, in those 2 years, and we can kind of go from there.
I think that's completely fair. From my point of view, in Montreal, we don't keep quarterbacks around for very long, so can't blame you there. But best of luck to Hudnall in Vegas, and best of luck to you guys with what you're doing in season 9.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks, Josh.
All right.
Well,
So Indiana's on the clock, and since Alex has gone offline, I'm going to make the pick from their draft board. So with the next pick, Indiana is selecting Illinois Jones, the safety. He comes in. Let me find him real quick. Illinois Jones is 6'2", 198. Ball hawk coverage, footsteps, stamina. So he was the last of the guys that were rated as gold from the beginning. So this was one of the best ones left on the board.
Yeah, I like the
Also
name.
a user.
Yeah, and I like that he's a user.
Yep.
I like that a lot. So hopefully we'll see him become a staple in Indiana after this season.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good pick.
I love the idea of the guy named Illinois going to Indiana. So
It's
I like
right
that.
next door. I think. I don't know.
They are close to each other.
I think it's close. I think it's a bordering state. I'm not sure. And it looks like.
all
we're
right, so that
going
puts Miami on the clock.
So glad you could join us.
So Matt, you came in when you were drafted. Where do you think the Miami Nightmares are going right now with this pick? What position or what needs do you think they're filling?
For the Nightmares.
For the Nightmares, yes.
Yeah, they got a lot of possession in the field.
On the infield?
No, they need field.
Oh, they need
That
field.
need field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Offense or defense? More.
Both.
Both. So,
But for this pick specifically, what position is your guess that they're going?
They should probably go defense.
Defense.
Defense wins ball games.
That's
right.
what they
It
say.
does.
Exactly right.
That's what they say. It's the best offense.
Yeah.
All right, the pick is in, so we're
Pick's
going
in.
to find out if
Pick
you're
is in.
correct.
Let's see.
With the 7th in the second round, the Miami Nightmares have selected Boof Brown, inside linebacker.
Inside
from the
linebacker.
Fargo Freeze, 6'3", 260.
I was looking at him.
Booth
He's good.
Brown. Off the board.
That puts Santa Fe on the clock.
That's me now.
Yeah,
right?
Matt, you hit the nail on the head right there. Booth Brown, you got it right.
I'm just telling you.
What do you think about Booth Brown's build, inside linebacker?
Oh, he's tough. He's tough.
With a name like Booth, you got to be tough.
Oh, if not, you're gonna be picked on all through school, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so by the time you graduate, you've got to be a tough man.
That's right.
Cheers to that. Go Booth. Santa Fe. What's Santa Fe thinking in for their
Santa
second
Fe
pick.
might have just had a change of heart last minute.
Really?
But, yes.
Interesting.
But I mean, there's still plenty of holes. I could go just about anywhere on the board and fill a need. But this is where I'm going.
Alrighty. Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to see it.
With the 8th pick in the second round, the Santa Fe Prowl are selecting Fugu Gaipan, quarterback for Fargo
So,
Freeze.
Nice.
I honestly did not anticipate him falling this far,
That's a good one.
being one of the top 2 corners in the league. On top of that, I have now brought this dynamic duo from the Freeze to Santa Fe.
You've taken the top 2 corners.
Yes.
Well done.
For one, probably top, if not top 2 best names in the draft. But again, I think the chemistry is already built with Kruger. Is only going to work out. Secondary was something I wanted to hit, and I pivoted from my original pick, seeing that this guy who played phenomenally in the Rise League fell to me.
Okay. And now, for a rule confirmation, Noah, Fugu Gaipan can only be signed as a silver at the highest, correct?
That's correct.
But still, could be an opportunity for you to get some progressed players after this season.
That's what we're playing at. But again, I think a lot of it's going to go play very well.
Awesome.
I'm happy to get the top 2 corners. Bring them to Santa Fe.
Santa Fe's going to have a defense, that's for sure.
We're working on it.
Very good.
You know, the Federals
Dave
almost
says
walked
that
away
Santa
with
Fe needs
Gaipan.
Dante Culpepper.
Did you?
We almost did.
Chad and Fugu.
So you had your eye on Gaipan?
Yep.
Have you ever had Gaipan?
Yep.
Fugu Gaipan?
All the time.
He took an antibiotic.
All right. Will you quit moving this? I keep looking for it, and
But
I'm looking at the
I
wrong.
can't see it. Trying to keep track.
All right, fine.
He did have two got bit that one time.
I promise he's leaving.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're waiting on Louisiana.
Dave says
So-
that Santa Fe needs Dante Culpepper.
He might be the missing piece.
That was too easy.
No one's going to cover
Um,
it for too long.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
other than
Thanks,
football, other than ripping people's heads off, what kind of things do you like to do with your spare time?
I like to play baseball and golf.
In the great state of West Virginia.
Well, yeah, there's some very diverse opportunities in West Virginia. You can trout fish, fish for catfish. My favorite is fishing for Ohio River striped bass.
Striped bass.
Hybrid striped bass, particularly.
Nice.
You
The fish
really
from
can
my
only
home
catch
state.
them in the springtime.
Ooh. I would say that's the fish from his home state.
Yes.
Hybrid striped bass.
You know, for the ones at home that didn't know, Matt Bradley was actually an all-state free safety back in the day in high school.
And he also has a black belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
The pick is in.
Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in. Nobody
Soccer
cares.
palms.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
All right.
It's over now.
So the next pick is the Louisiana Steamers, and they are selecting Vincent Andrews, the center from the Tucson Vaqueros. 6'8", 345. So that should be a good pick for them. I know that Jordan Andrews won't be happy about that, but maybe they can talk about that later. It's classic Frank fashion.
Yeah, so two linemen from the same, two centers from the same team. How does that work?
I think he was playing out of position. I don't remember who was on.
I was gonna say that doesn't
Man,
seem right.
what a great offensive line they had.
But
Smart guys.
But again, I mean, I think we're going to see a lot of gold linemen this season, which could be.
It could change the league dramatically, and I love it.
It could. It could definitely change some things.
Because before that, were there any gold linemen in the league?
There were zero.
There are no gold linemen.
So this has the opportunity to completely change
Everything.
the way that this league runs.
And
So
there
it's
are
good.
probably like 5 silver linemen right
Yeah.
now. So
And 3 of
So
them are on
that
Montreal.
So it's going to be kind of cool to see how this plays out later
It
on
is.
down the road.
It is. Okay.
so we are up with the Hummingbirds. So what do you, Colin? What did you think about them selecting Chuck Kitt over Terrence Hudnall?
I
How do
think
you
that
feel about that?
I think that they wanted to make sure that they got the quarterback they wanted before they moved on, and I think that that's smart. You know, I mean, they were probably waiting to see what the Wastelanders did first to make their move, and Wastelanders go not quarterback. So if you're Jamaica, the best move is to pick a quarterback.
And you get the guy that you want. It
And you
might
get the
not
one
be
you want.
consensus who
Yeah.
everyone thinks is top, but if you think he fits your system and is the best fit for your team,
Right.
then no complaints.
Yeah. So
That's
Yeah.
now puts the Wastelanders in an interesting position. I am probably most interested to see where they go now.
it does. I mean, Wastelanders are for sure going to have a bronze quarterback.
Yeah.
Unless they go into the free agent market,
Unless
which
they-
there are 3 silver quarterbacks in free agency currently. I
Okay.
know one of them is Jake Lesnar, so we want to bring him back into the fold. Might see that.
Okay.
The Hummingbirds pick is in,
Okay.
and they are selecting Jake Mullenau Jr.,
Oh.
quarterback from the Boise Grizzlies. 6'3", 185,
Is that a corner?
ball bumper coverage, and wrap-up tackler.
Okay.
This is an individual I had my eyes on for a little bit.
I can't believe
Another Molyneux in the league, and but he's solid player, solid corner. Honestly, again, if things wouldn't have fallen the way they did, this guy could have easily ended up on my team because he was on my. Maybe next one will be Junior.
I can't believe it. We have DC on the clock. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yep. DC's first pick of the night.
Yep, DC's first pick of the night.
Ooh. Wyoming and Lincoln have made a trade, swapping fifths coming
Oh.
out this year.
Okay.
So Lincoln will have another selection tonight.
Swapping fifths. Interesting. All right. So that's only a. Is it Lincoln's 4th pick that they're swapping in the 5th round, Noah? Oh no, I lost Noah.
Please
All right.
hold. Possible technical difficulties.
Yeah, let me try to get Noah back in here. Oh no, we lost Noah. Bring my phone up in case he messages me. I'm sorry, Noah, you're not here. You're not in OBS Ninja. You gotta get him back in here and get everything straightened.
Looks like
straightened
we
out.
also might get another trade here soon.
Somebody typing?
Frank Wade, Louisiana,
Ooh.
Hitting up the transaction.
Oh. We're working on it.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. We're just working through some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
As they say in show business, the show must go on, and we're working on it.
Yeah, just give me a quick second here. Max said this would happen when it's his turn. Okay.
I guess I'm not.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Or you're
Oh,
back.
cool. Great. Awesome.
I'll just
Well,
have
the
to
pick is in.
drop you back in here.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what's been happening,
We're good.
but hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Let's see.
see if I can. I'm gonna turn off the YouTube so I can get better network. Maybe. Let's see. All right.
Oh, good. We're back on.
All right. So with the next pick, DC is on the clock, and they are selecting Broderick McFadden, wide receiver from the Fargo Freeze. He comes in 6'5", 230, acrobatic catches, breakaway burst, leadership, route god. He was a really good player for Fargo, and yeah, I think they should be really excited to get this pick.
That's awesome. Only the fourth wide receiver to go so far tonight.
Yeah. The thing is last season, WFA had a lot of strong wide receivers, and there was a lot of strong wide receivers in free agency prior to the draft. So it doesn't surprise me that it's slow. There are some hosses in this draft, so maybe there's a late run on wide receivers, but it is only the fourth.
Yeah, and of course, in the fantasy draft, not the wait, what was
Expansion.
it? Whatever expansion, the expansion draft. Thank you. The expansion draft, they did lose their gold receiver in Buchanan Simmons,
That is
so that
true.
they haven't been able to replace him as of yet. So, getting this Broderick McFadden should be a good way to fix that for them.
That is true.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would say that the tribe was known mostly for their running, right? And after this pick here, maybe they're trying to get away from that, or at least make things a little bit spread out.
Detroit is trading up in the second round.
Oh,
they're moving up 2 spots to jump ahead of Vegas, trading with Des Moines. I wonder what that's going to be for.
Let me see here. Let me update that. Okay,
It's
so
just a
Wyoming's
straight up
out. Wyoming's just straight up out of the draft. Okay.
All right. And the Nightmares are now on the clock, and the pick is in. All right. So with this pick, Miami is selecting Zane McCabe, guard from Thunder Bay.
Okay.
6'4", 328, brick wall, bulldozer, clutch, quick feet.
Sorry.
So
I'm
Zane
making
McCabe.
changes. I'm sorry. I was making some changes. What was going on there?
Transaction
miss
they
the
just
pick?
moved up in the
Pottsville's now on the clock.
Pottsville's on the clock now. The most recent pick that was made was another offensive lineman.
Okay. Very good.
Yep, Zane McCabe, guard. So another guard off the board.
Pottsville's pick is in now.
He is fast.
Yeah, it's really pretty. He's got like a little circle, and it says Pottsville Maroons with the logo. And it says second round pick. And that second round pick is, let's see, where is he? Conrad Dobler, tackle from Long Island.
Ooh.
Okay.
Another offensive lineman. We see a run on these guys.
Wow.
If
Okay.
you know the name Conrad Dobler, this might be a long-time relation of his, but he was a really nasty offensive lineman back in the day. So
Okay.
Something tells me Dave knew that.
yeah,
He probably
because he's old.
Yeah, he is old.
But I also knew that, so I don't know what that says about me.
You're just informed and well versed.
So Wyoming is back on the clock now.
Okay.
Let's see what they're gonna do.
I like what Joel has to say in the chat. Blake Sellers is in the chat.
Ooh.
But none of us want to hear it unless he's ready to chug some eggs.
Oh, yeah. Blake Sellers is here? That's crazy. Wait, so Cowery.
The older the bull, the stiffer the horn. See, nice looking pyramid.
It is. It's coming together.
Yeah.
So we've had only Trey Tucker taken off the board as a running back.
Yeah. Aspen Leather's still hanging in, another top performer.
Was it a difficult decision between Leathers and Tucker, considering all that Leathers has done for the
You know,
Federals?
David Leathers has done a phenomenal job with our team.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not his first build. Aspen Leathers, I think, is, you know, second, third type build. But the difference that really stood out, Trey Tucker's build, you know, he's
All right, have fun.
he's the type of running back, and the back that I kind of compare him to is the great Cade Smith in the league.
Yeah.
He has kind of the same build. Cade Smith is
Hey, Matt.
an animal.
You want to play real quick?
So I think Trey Tucker's going to be the next biggest running back in the history of the WFA.
All right, the pick is in.
Noah, can you hold on to that
yeah.
pick for 1 second?
You got it.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz is getting ready to leave the building, and we would be remiss if we didn't give him a chance to
Stand behind me.
serenade us with a little bit of music here.
Maybe a WFA classic.
WFA classic, please.
All right. This is an original composition. We're gonna pick some players tonight. We're gonna pick all kinds of different players tonight. Somebody's gonna get picked. Somebody isn't. We don't know who it is yet. Good night.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Thank you.
Only here
That was
in
great.
the WFA can you get talent like that.
Have,
only
have
on
a
the-
wonderful evening.
Not only on the field.
Only in WFA can you get live music that's about as hammered can be.
You've really picked yourself a stud with that guy right there. All right, I'm sorry. Back to Wyoming. Oh,
Back to what? Who died?
We're good. We're good.
We're
Anyway, go ahead.
fine. We have 3 rounds left. It's fine. All right.
All right, Wyoming are selecting Mataka Kawi, cornerback from the Dragons, 5'10", 185, ball hawk, closing speed, coverage, and soft hands.
Okay.
I like it.
Very good. Did he say corner? I'm sorry. He said corner.
He did.
Yeah, I said corner.
He said corner. You're doing a great job pronouncing these names, Noah, and I am glad
Thanks,
it's
brother.
you and not me.
I've been training for a little bit now.
You're doing a great job. So Wyoming beefing up their secondary. with
This was
that
another guy
quarterback.
on my draft board.
Oh,
I
that's-
appreciated that guy. Liked him a whole lot. What he brought. I mean, solid build. On the smaller side, but a good guy.
It's not all about the size, they say.
That's true. It's all about how he uses it.
Yep. So, good pick. I'm sure he will do well in Wyoming.
So that brings up Jamaica once again. I do have their board if he doesn't make a pick, so that's good. Of course, he did get his center taken on board by one Frank Wade, the player stealer. So
Okay.
we'll see if he change it. See if that was one of his things that he wanted to do.
We'll be taking a collection for the next musical talent. Budget's a little low to be getting the likes of Ozzy, but we're doing our best.
Did Mason leave? Because he could
Yeah.
do it. He's been practicing. People are starting to leave here, which is good.
It's probably for the best.
We could get real serious by round 4. All right, the pick is in. Jamaica is selecting Mike Tucker, the tackle from Boise.
Ooh, okay.
6'7", 357.
Another big boy.
Wow.
Brick
another
wall,
lineman.
bulldozer, stone wall, and strength bonus.
Lineman.
Mm-hmm.
You love to see it. I mean, you really can't go wrong with picking an offensive lineman.
That's true.
It's going to help you with your run game. It's going to help you with your pass game. So if you don't know what to do with your pick, get a lineman.
It is a multifaceted.
So this is no longer the Corn Kings. This is now Detroit.
This is now
Detroit,
Detroit.
and the pick is in.
Their
Looks
first
like he
pick.
knew what he wanted.
Okay.
Stephon Ford selecting Nicholas McGibbon, center from the Raleigh Oaks, 6'6", 285, brick wall, bulldozer, quick feet, strength bonus.
I think he was on my board. He was on my board. Darn it.
Oh no. Oh no, Colin can't make a pick he wants? Oh no.
I know
Oh,
that
I'm so bad.
makes you feel so bad.
I
Good
feel
pick.
so terrible for
Good pick. Mahler
one
was on my
was
board too, so the linemen are going away. I don't like it.
All right, and we have the next pick, which is the Vegas Venom. Their pick is in, and they are selecting Nick Cricks III, fullback from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Ooh.
6'1", 245, branching tackles, breakaway burst, quick feet, and soft hands.
Okay.
So Nick Cricks III. I believe he's the only fullback to touch the ball. I could be wrong.
And could be used as a receiver
Yeah.
with those soft
Oh, yeah.
hands.
Could be could be a plan to
He's de-
try to throw the ball, some passing to the backs.
Yeah.
He's definitely more of an offensive weapon than a blocker. So next up, we got Des Moines.
Very cool. Okay. Des Moines.
Yeah. I've been changing up my messages to people like, "Hey, get your pick in." We're up to Okie Dokie now. So I'm having a great time.
We're having a great time too, Noah.
Good.
Add that to the pyramid.
So Des Moines' last pick was Jack Marius Thibodeau.
Oh, that was
We'll have to see if they go to the next.
Trey. You need one?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh, we have plenty.
You guys have fun. Thank you so much.
Matt, you better work on them hands before the season starts. Because you're dropping them all over the place there, bud.
The pick is in, and Des Moines is selecting Victor Moreno, cornerback from the Raleigh Oaks. This is a user player. 6'3", 210, ball hawk, clutch, coverage, cutback ability.
Okay. I like that pick. I
Okay.
like that a lot. You know, Zach's a smart owner, and he is going to rebuild these Corn Kings. So don't sleep on them. That's what I'll say.
Santa Fe is on the clock for the last pick of the second round.
Oh yeah.
So he's taken 2 corners so far. Where do we think he's going to go next?
Hey, Matt. You see that red cooler right there on the floor here?
Yep.
Can you get me one out of there? I'll tell you from experience that you cannot predict what Derek Jinko is going to do. Even if he says he's going to do something, you can't count on it. But I would say at this point he's probably thinking offense.
That would make sense.
It would, wouldn't it?
He's probably needing something on offense. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty funny. You said is that still my phone?
I'm not sure if we restarted the clock for you or not.
You won't need to.
I can't imagine that you're down to 20 seconds. But that's what I got.
All right, the pick
the pick
is
is
in.
in.
All right, this is a great pick. With the last pick in the second round, the Santa Fe Prowl have selected Caleb King, strong safety from the Beavers, 6'2", 210, coverage bonus, leadership, run coverage bonus, run reader.
Dude, you are really focusing on that secondary.
I had 2 people prior to the draft.
Oh my gosh. Another secondary player. I mean, it's a good pick.
He's a solid pick, one of the top performance safeties, and I have a special place for him on that secondary.
There you go.
All right, so that's the end of the second
I'd
round.
like to give a shout out to the Home National Bank that provided these koozies.
Do we need a little break, Noah?
Yeah.
All
let's
right.
do that.
We're going to take a little break here, and we will be right back in about 5 minutes.
I'm ready.
And we are back with Rice Krispie Treats and the third round of the WFA draft.
Woo-wee. All right. Des Moines is on the clock. So let me know what you want to do, Zachary.
Des Moines on the clock. I hate it when I forget to take this banner off with something behind it, and I see our hairy legs sticking underneath it. It makes me super uncomfortable every time.
Well, someone should have dressed up like they said they were going to.
All right, have a good one.
I wore my WFA shirt.
Trey,
Okay.
good luck on your
Congratulations, Federals.
4 o'clock departure.
I'm
time.
sorry. I'm sorry. You look great, Noah.
Thanks, buddy. I had to get my Jackson Krabs pink in there.
250 pack.
I mean, you're the commissioner. You set the standard.
That's true. All right, the pick is in for the top of the third
now
round.
it's time to get out of business.
The Des Moines Corn Kings are selecting Jamar Lamar, tackle from the Thunder Bay Dragons, 6'7", 300 even. Brick wall, bulldozer, quick feet, Stonewall.
Is that the second
Detroit
lineman?
Furies are on the clock.
Sorry to interrupt you. Was that the second lineman to get drafted to Des Moines?
I believe so.
Ooh,
yeah.
stout line.
He must be working on that all gold line.
Ooh.
I don't understand how you don't learn from your mistakes.
Well, they're sitting here covering me up. I can't even see anything.
And Detroit's pick is in now.
That was fast.
Detroit is going with John Blockington, guard from the Raleigh Oaks, 6'3", 335. Brick wall, bulldozer, strength bonus, quick feet.
Okay, very good.
So get another lineman off here. Still a lot to go, though. Wyoming is up now. I'm going to go ahead and look at their board and see what they're going to do here.
Wyoming's on the clock. Take your time with this pick here, because we have somebody who is very fond to Wyoming and Green Bay, considering he helped announce one of their games at the beginning of last season. He's upstairs. I just sent him a message to come down here so that he could help us out with this pick.
Okay.
So we'll see if he gets my message.
Okay.
Add it to the.
Well, I have it whenever we're ready.
And we give him 30 seconds. If not, just go ahead and announce it.
Okay.
So what's our time looking like here? We've done about an hour and a half for 2 rounds. Okay.
That's pretty good. Should be done in a decent amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not too bad so far. So, Allie didn't do too bad with these Rice Krispies, did she?
No, not at all. The
I like the big marshmallow.
executive
ones.
chef of Montreal Berserkers. Solid team addition.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. He
He's a little camera shy.
isn't here. Yeah, he must be nervous. So go ahead and announce that pick, Noah.
All right. With the third pick in this third round, the Wyoming Cavalry are selecting London Love, defensive end from the Grizzlies. 6'4", 300, high helmet tackle, leadership, quick feet, spin.
That's a good build. I like that a lot. He's going to bring a lot to the team with leadership bonus.
Pottsville's
Honestly,
on the
good
clock.
build. Yeah, really
Yeah.
good build. Pottsville.
All right. Where do we think they're going to go? They've gone fullback and 2 offensive linemen so far. What do we think?
Ooh.
What else would they need?
Team doesn't need a lot. Maybe they stiffen up defense a little bit. They haven't touched it. But
Haven't touched the D yet.
I hate when that happens. I always have to touch the D at least once throughout the day.
I mean, I would say they're going to have to look defense here. I don't think they've made any other offensive
now
changes.
call me crazy.
Right?
If we're all anticipating Dave does with that fullback what do you think he is, could he go another fullback?
Well, he's got a fullback already.
He's got Joe Blocker, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more trades tonight than what there has.
That's true. Day of trades have always kind of been rare in the.
Yeah, some last minute trades.
Ooh.
I think I've seen more than I did in the past couple of drafts.
All right. I think the old man's off his rocker.
That's probably true.
All right. With the fourth pick,
It's another lineman.
No. The
Oh.
Pottsville Maroons are selecting Barry Terry,
Is it a punter?
punter,
It's a punter.
San Vaqueros.
Who is that? Barry Terry?
Barry Terry.
Coffin corner, kick accuracy, kick power, and clutch. Barry Terry. Sounds like the perfect Pottsville punter name, if you ask me.
Yeah, and
Montreal is on the clock.
Okay. We're going to be saying that name a lot next season.
And Joe
Montreal's on the clock.
Earth Link is released. It's an interesting move from Dave there.
All right. I will not take long. I'll leave the banter up to the 3 of you while I look at the linemen.
I mean, this is a team that's coming off a really good season. I don't know if this team needs much of anything. Colin's been very busy in the offseason.
Yep.
He's on his 4th quarterback. Traded away some major pieces, but also acquired some major pieces. I'm not sure where he goes with this one. Since leaving, I've been a little disconnected from Montreal.
Yep.
Doesn't like sharing things with me much anymore.
You know, I think what he's going to do is, since his whole team is filled, I think he's going to try the experiment at offensive lineman.
I think offensive lineman makes sense.
So, you know, we were talking about guard Frank McNutt.
Oh,
I
Colin
think,
is a little nutty.
I
That
think
could be
there
it.
is a chance that Frank McNutt or Gretchen Roush gets the, the idea of maybe going to Berserkers. Honestly, there's another Biggie Jenkins. He's an offensive tackle. He's a pretty good build. So I don't know. He's got a lot of offensive linemen to choose from, I think.
He does.
Could you believe that I wrote 5 linemen down and they're all gone?
I mean, I feel like that's good taste then.
Yeah, you guys picked some good linemen. I should have worked hard to. Oh, that one has freaking soft hands. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to get through this. I'm trying to pick a good one.
Well,
Gee.
we can take up some time talking about the move that Nolan Pierce
Granville
has just
Dix
made.
Nolan made a
could be
move?
pretty solid for you.
Yeah, Nolan has just made a move with me. He's jumping into the 3rd round.
Oh gosh.
Coming up from the 4th. Why don't you tell him about our trade?
I'm actually taking Noah's pick 6, which is the very next pick. I'm giving up my 4th round pick this year plus my 3rd next year. We got our eyes set on a player that we are afraid might be gone before our 4th round pick, and he's going to be a big part of our offense this year.
Wow.
Ooh, you're looking at Wilfred?
Yeah.
Wilfred, formerly Brimley, now Grim.
Yeah.
I
Shoot.
mean, he overcame diabetes. He can overcome the WFA.
And I'm picking up a 4th rounder this year and a 3rd rounder next year. So,
Build that guy.
all right. I think you said it, but they're going to be taking Wilford Grimm, guard from Thunder Bay.
I like it.
6'4".
Another fellow Canadian. Played in Canada, played in Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
I think he could be set for Montreal. Could be a good pick.
His nickname is Type 2. Okay. Who we got?
All right,
next?
and that will put Nolan on the clock, and he is
I
selecting.
think we now have Charleston because they are now on the clock.
Yeah, and they are
There was a trade.
selecting. They're selecting Ty Klutz, fullback.
Trade
from
between
Fargo,
Fullback.
6'3", 255.
Fullbacks.
Fullback.
Have you ever seen this many fullbacks go in a draft, Noah?
No. And I feel like this was a mistake. But oh well.
It can't be that big of a mistake. I mean, Nolan's got a clutch running back with Trey Tucker.
I'm
now
saying,
he's picking
I'm
up
saying
fullback.
something for me.
So, oh.
It's too many good fullbacks going to be in the league now. I'm upset. All right,
good
I'm going to
book
go
is
into
used as a-
my war room.
A blocker, isn't
Find
he?
out what
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
He's a
All
great
right.
blocking.
What do you
fullback.
think I'm going to do?
Great blocker.
What do we think he's doing here?
I need to look up what Noah.
When you guys are getting that up, I'll talk about why maybe I picked this fullback. We had Travis Stafford leave. We have 2 silvers, 1 gold. Gold is Randy Pierce. We think we're gonna have to maybe switch around our offense this year. Rely on Trey Tucker, get maybe a fullback that can block really nice.
Okay.
And there's no better blocking fullback than Ty Klutz right now in the league.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna look here. I'm gonna say, looking at the Jacksons roster right now, who is your first pick?
I selected Algie LeCue at safety.
Okay. And no doubt in my mind, we're going to see another secondary player. I'm fairly certain.
All right. So with my selection, I am taking Isla Dedacious, safety from the Fargo Freeze, 6'1", 215. I'm going to be moving him to corner.
Yep, I looked at Isla as well. Solid pick. Good build, good height, good everything.
Yeah.
Isla Dedacious. Part of that building Dacious family in the WFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dacious clan.
Dedacious.
Dedacious.
So that puts the Prowl onto the clock.
It does.
and the Crabs, I mean, really are filling their. You're building up your weaknesses. I mean, I think your biggest weakness was secondary, and you've done a good job so far. So, I mean, we might have a heck of a season on our hands.
Everything went according to plan, so now I just have to get my playbook good to go, and we will be on target.
There you go.
Very happy with how things are going right now.
And Derek is diving deep into the files here.
As you do.
As one does, yes.
Oh. Well, things got a little crazy here for a while, but then it's died down.
Yeah.
We are now officially the only three here in the basement. It was a good time, though.
It was
a good time. You've got a heck of a crew coming to
I do.
West
Charleston
Virginia.
Federals definitely have their hands full.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
All right, the pick is in.
The pick is in.
All right, and the Santa Fe Prowl are selecting Kai Jones, wide receiver from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Okay.
6'4", 227, acrobatic catches, deep threat, hops, route god.
I think you can bring something to the team that we do not currently have at wide receiver. Could be a solid pickup.
That looks almost like a Ryan Roosevelt build.
You see some familiarities with some people, and
you know what
see
you
some
like.
successes.
You know what you like.
See what he can do, and so maybe we try to bring some of that magic to Santa Fe.
That's a good pick. That's a good
Louisiana is now on the clock.
He will also be our tallest wide receiver by at least 5 inches.
At 6'4"?
Yeah.
Who do we have? Sorry, got our legs showing up here again.
Louisiana.
We are back to Louisiana.
So awkward.
Louisiana follows me almost every time.
We should have not worn pants.
Just be a nice little surprise every time that shoulder drops.
And really long socks. That would have been great.
Yeah, so it is official. Rado Sevic is going to be moving to running back.
Okay.
Yep, it is finally official.
Who is that?
That's Pottsville's fullback has officially via transaction moved to running back.
Wow. Okay.
Color me shocked.
Wow.
We definitely didn't see that coming.
Could have
Gee
fooled
whiz.
me.
That sounds like something that needs to be taken care of this upcoming season.
Yeah, I wonder about that. That's so weird. Strange
how that works.
But I mean, he's playing for Pottsville, so
I mean, let's be real, yeah.
he's already paying for his sins.
Right. Louisiana's pick is up next, and they are taking Gretchen Roush, guard,
Dag.
6'9".
God, they always know my next move.
This is a long history.
They always.
It's almost like
know.
all of your friends have like 2 last names.
That might be the greatest thing that's ever been said.
Oh man. Okay.
Montreal is now on the clock, and I bet you're scrambling for something else.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be a real shame if Gretchen Roush gets speed burner as one of their attributes.
Does she have speed
That
burner?
would be.
Is that what she has?
Okay, so hold up. Is Gretchen Roush the first female in the WFA?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, it's oblivious. I mean, and what is the word? Where we're not clear on who is women.
Yeah, it's undetermined.
Colleen Pierce.
Colleen might actually be the first.
It's a fluid situation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. All right, well.
It depends on how they look in the game. They could be a bald white man. We'll see. I'll leave that up to Joel.
Scrambling.
Gosh, this.
I mean, it is
stinks,
poetic
man.
that Gretchen was on the Beavers, if anything, if nothing else.
This is funny as crap. Taking him.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I want to hear Noah announce his name. All right.
That can't be good. All right. Let's see what you've done. All right. With the next pick, the Montreal Berserkers have selected Frank McNutt.
There we go.
Oh, a
There
McNutt
we
coming to
go.
Canada.
Yeah, McNutt with
Pyro.
bulldozer,
Papadopoulos.
and he has speed burner, so I will be interested. I mean, we are signing him at a full contract as a gold player. This guy is fast. I'll tell you.
Probably the fastest 40 time of any of the linemen.
Yeah.
So I'll be, you could pull him, maybe pull him as a guard, blocking guard on some very interesting things. This could lead to some very interesting formations.
He is definitely the fastest McNutt that's ever lived.
You know, normally those nuts are the fastest ones to go. That's for sure.
They just get to cracking.
Well, some McNutts are faster than others.
All right, I am now on the clock,
Sounds like a McDonald's
and
meal.
I'm going to be selecting Forrestal Hickman, tackle from the Fargo Freeze, our only user offensive lineman.
Linemen are going, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Have you had any conversations with the user of this player?
I have had a short one recently, but I figure that it's probably good to make sure he gets good enough value. So if somebody was really hoping to draft him, we can talk later. But I just wanted to make sure that we get the user at least on a roster and a good value to start off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do they not all go gold? Is that not a...
It's up to you.
It's up
what
to
you
you.
want to do. With
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's up to a max.
Lincoln Spiders are now on the
Gotcha.
clock. We get to see what
I
Copeland's
wouldn't know why
got.
they wouldn't.
This is so embarrassing.
Well, it depends on if you can get the cap situation.
Oh, that's
figured out.
fair. I'm sorry. I'm not used to not having money. I don't have any players. So I have nothing but money. Because I don't have players. Who we got next?
Copeland is on
Ooh.
the clock for his first pick of the
It's
night.
the first pick of the night for the Lincoln Spiders.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where do we think they're gonna go?
Oh, anywhere.
Honestly, I could make a pick, but it's probably wrong.
Gosh, I don't know. Let's take a peek.
We're taking a look at the team. Maybe we can make a decision.
First pick of the night. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a wide receiver. They're in desperate need of a decent wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. I concur.
Or another
All right.
safety.
The pick is in,
The pick is in.
and the Lincoln Spiders are selecting Art Vandelay the fourth, cornerback,
Oh,
6'4", 190. And
looked
he
at
has
this
told
film.
me he's probably moving to safety.
There you go.
makes sense.
That puts Washington on the clock.
We have a lot of Art Vandalays in the league as well.
Yeah,
Great guy.
figure.
I think we skipped from 1 to 4. I don't know how that happened, but that's not my problem at this point. I gave up on that a long time ago.
That's fair.
So we get to see Chad's first pick in a while.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, it's Chad's first pick in at least 2 rounds. I think his last pick was the first round,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
second.
He's only had
selected-
one pick.
Wow,
He last selected CC Rowland
that is CC Rowland
over a quarterback.
over quarterback. So if I had to bet, unless he does go dabble in free agency, quarterback could be possible. Maybe
I think at this point you wait and get your quarterback later.
free agency. It's true.
There's only bronze quarterbacks left
He-
in the draft.
He has a lot of names on the list. That's not something
Your
I'm
boy
used to,
Bo
so,
Montana's still available.
Bo Montana's still there. Nobody else is going to draft a quarterback.
It's true.
So why waste one now?
Do you have something spicy with the backup tight end? Maybe he does. No, he has 2 already on the roster. You want to find a wide receiver?
He doesn't need a wide receiver. I think he goes
Corner?
defense.
Corner or linebacker?
His
Maybe.
secondary needs improvement. He got 1 pick on the first.
Could go punter.
We've seen it before.
We've seen crazier things.
We've seen it before.
All right, the pick is in. the Washington Wastelanders are going to be selecting Trevor Rivers, linebacker from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Hey, linebacker.
6'1", 240. Big hit, footsteps, run reader, speed burner.
Okay.
Nice little pickup there.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Who do we have next here? We've got Lincoln back on the clock. This is a Lincoln, Washington move here. Oh, freaking legs. Stupid. I apologize to Copeland because I do not have a banner for Lincoln tonight.
Do you not?
Yeah, that was a mistake. I don't have one, so my apologies.
All right. I'm going to have to move some stuff around real quick. Give me a second.
And then there were two.
So, Colin, while we're waiting, what are your thoughts on the draft so far? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the decisions teams are making? Do you think it's leaning one way or another? Do you think, are you seeing any trends? Or do you know why there may be some of them trends?
I'm seeing a lot of owners being smart about the draft, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
I mean, we've really talked about how we want to increase the competition level of this league, and it seems like a lot of these owners are thinking the same way I'm thinking, which tells me they're smart.
I can say I think we've, for the first time ever, and obviously we've only been in the league for a few years or a few seasons, obviously biggest run on in linemen and fullbacks, but I think there's been a heavy weight towards defense.
Yeah.
Overall, I think people are realizing that WFA and we put up a lot of points, and I think people are going to do their best to throw everything in their hand to stop it. So it'll be interesting to see how the season goes.
Yeah, I think a lot of the owners are finding the value in higher tiered linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, your silver, even at a silver lineman, you're looking at $3.5 million cap, which is not much.
No, not in
considering how much you pay for silver.
I've seen people give people
players.
$3 million as a signing bonus.
Yeah.
In free agency.
Yeah, so I think people are seeing the value in it, and I'm very interested to see how things shake out when the game starts.
Well, we're still waiting. How about another question for you two? Outside of someone you've drafted on your team tonight, is there one player in particular you're excited to kind of see get their debut in the big league of the WFA?
Yes, absolutely.
Not counting a player on your team.
Absolutely.
And who's that?
You want to go first?
Yeah, right here. Julius Orange.
Is that who you want to see?
Yeah,
you ready to see
he's
his debut?
huge. He's huge.
Let's hope he lives up to the size. Let's hope he lives up to that size. Let's hope he's as big of a player on the field as he is just in general.
Yeah.
I'll name three.
Okay.
Three. These people are at the top of my board, like the very top. Number one, defensive tackle Julius Orange.
Okay.
I had my sights on him. I am always for the bigger players. Number two, Chad Kruger.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
If he was not going at the Prowse pick, I was taking him up.
That's
on the
fair.
Very next pick.
He did lead a multi-million band.
The third pick, and you guys can probably already guess who it is.
Jeremy Onlinger.
Jeremy Onlinger.
That's fair. He's going to make waves.
I think Jeremy Onlinger is going to be top. I'm gonna say top 3 in terms of passing yards this year.
He's a stud.
I think Jeremy Onlinger is going to be. He's not going to be as good as Randy Pierce, but I think Jeremy Onlinger is going to be the next best wide receiver in the WFA.
That's fair. I'll be interested to see what with that quarterback situation in Montreal, how he not a lot of time to build chemistry. Chances are, was it Leroy is only going to be in Montreal for a year before we're on to another quarterback. So hopefully the chemistry is built fast. But yeah, I can agree with those.
No, is the pick in?
Oh, is he muted?
Oh shoot, are you muted?
Hold on, we can't hear you. At least I can't. Check your stuff. Did you mute him?
I did not mute him. I can go look.
All right.
Here we go. We're good. We're good.
All right. I'm back with worse audio. All right. The pick is in, and the The Lincoln Spiders are selecting Bull McRae, wide receiver.
Nice.
That makes me happy.
This man, Bull, is going to be someone who's going to not only perform on the field, but he's going to bring something to your locker room. That guy is an inspiration.
That is a big move. That's a big pick.
I was looking at him as well. He was on my board.
We would have drafted him if he would have been a gold. I'll tell you that right now. We needed a gold, but man, I really wanted Ernest on my team.
Again, he brings something to the locker room. That is,
Yeah,
Big play. McRae's right. He's going to do well down there.
that's right. Cheers, McRae.
Yep, Lincoln needed a wide receiver, and I think they got a good one. He's going to do well.
All right. The pick is in for Washington. They're selecting Gibson Rickenbacker, guard from the Freeze.
Ooh, Gibson Rickenbacker.
All right, we need to fix this. All right. We'll just add it up later. No, you're good. We just can't see Nolan. We've got too many.
Yeah,
beer
I'm
cans.
canceled out.
Santa Fe's on the clock.
Oh, we're here again.
Here, you can take care of that. Okay, I gotta fix the stream. I thought Washington was on this clock. Ah, my legs.
They just picked.
went. You're behind.
I'm sorry.
Can you reach between your legs for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I think we can finish this.
Oh,
It's only 9 o'clock, man.
yeah.
We
Said all night was.
Gotta wait for the. Don't.
Yingling up.
You're not
Ernest says.
You're not even prepared for the draft after party.
Yeah,
for the bull.
We still have about 4 or 5 hours left to go.
Let's go. Can get a podcast in.
We still could do that.
Late night podcast.
Oh gosh.
That'll go well.
Well, picks in.
All right, the pick is in.
What's that? Okay.
Has selected Teddy Finnemore, inside linebacker from Thunder Bay.
You are focusing on defense, man.
We're gonna lock it down.
It's
Solid build.
It's smart. It's
Like
not
bringing
sexy.
a user in. I think he's gonna be solid.
Oh, he's a user?
He is a user.
Have you talked to him?
I have not. Surprise!
Surprise.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fitty.
I had a lot of stuff up in the air as far as the draft, so I didn't talk to a lot of people. Some things have fallen to me in a certain way, but I like what we're getting here with Teddy. I'm gonna pair him next to Miles Twin Screw there in the center, in the middle of my defense, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling.
That sounds pretty
The
good.
Vegas Venom are on the clock.
That sounds good,
You
Derek.
know, I think as a relocation team or expansion team, probably creating a defense to stop the league is going to be easier than creating an offense to
outscore.
outscore.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's fair.
I was kind of thinking that as well. We'll be honest. We're looking at more of a building year here, but I think giving us 1 year, look at us next year and see where we might be as far as progressions and things go, and things could be dangerous. So come next year.
I can't wait to see your uniforms.
We got something cooking.
That's exciting.
I guess I'll go ahead since we're talking about uniforms here.
Ooh, you premiering something new this year?
Yep, the Federals are actually coming out with a coal uniform
Oh.
to celebrate, coal mining in the great state of West Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys be on the lookout for our alternate uniform.
Okay.
That's cool.
That
The
is
Vegas Venom, their pick is in. They're selecting DeJasper Cruz Jr., guard from the Freeze.
The Jasper.
Another offensive lineman that Colin can't take.
The Jasper Cruz. That's such a great name. Who came up with these? I don't need any more linemen, thank you, Noah.
Right. You can always use another one.
So,
I know I can. Lincoln's on the board again. Got all these third-round picks.
good pick. We would like to announce our unofficial sponsor for tonight, Brink Sportswear, where you can get uniforms and footballs and stuff. Brink Sportswear. Be cool and use Brink.
Yeah.
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 I actually just ordered
Go Brink.
a whole bunch of practice uniforms from there.
Did you really?
No. No, I didn't.
The Lincoln Spiders have made a selection. They are going to be taking Vernon Campbell, defensive tackle from Raleigh. He slid down the board quite a bit as he was rated as a gold defensive tackle, and now he's going to be going to Lincoln.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. Another solid piece.
I wonder how he feels about going to the Lincoln Spiders.
How anyone would feel about going to the Lincoln Spiders?
Probably pumped. You just got drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably making millions of dollars.
I mean, wouldn't that be the same as getting drafted to like the?
Does it really matter in the professional league? I mean, would you really care?
No. I mean, I'm assuming the Spiders would be more like Urban Meyer, Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm up for the end of the third, so I'm just going to go ahead and make my pick. My selection is Morpheus Fist, guard from the Oaks. The third Fist is here, and he's coming to Jackson.
Another Fist?
Yeah.
No way.
Do you take Morbius?
I took Morpheus.
What was he?
Guard.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Another Fist brother.
This time, the first offensive fist.
Yeah. My fist is going on the offense.
Wow. We really
All
have,
right.
Yeah.
New Haven's on the board.
Wow. And the first pick for New Haven. Who's excited for this? I don't have a banner for them either.
No.
Because I was only planning. I know what it was.
you're only
I was
planning
only
for two
planning
rounds?
for the first 2 rounds, and then I changed my mind, and I forgot to add in the other banners. So I don't have banners for anybody. Oh man, I don't have any banners for Green Bay. I don't have any banners for anybody. That's a shame.
Ooh.
Good job, Colin.
I thought of everything, and this has gone so well so far. I mean,
Yeah.
we really have been doing really, really well.
Yeah. So before we get to this pick, how do you feel about teams like the Spiders and the Lancers not picking until the 3rd and 4th round?
I mean, I'll go ahead and jump in first. You know, it is an interesting decision to kind of trade early draft capital. But if they feel they got the value in maybe a trade in the offseason, then who's to blame? You know, who's to say it was a bad choice? If they think they got the value for trading away that early draft capital, so be it. I believe it's the GM of the 49ers who has been on record saying F them draft picks.
Yeah.
No, it's the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams GMs has been quoted multiple times saying F them draft picks because
they
they'd rather pay free agents.
They won Super Bowl.
And they did just win a Super Bowl.
I'm going to go on the other side for this league. I'm going to say these owners at some point have to make a splash to compete. So I think probably going all in on a higher draft pick is going to be probably a move that they're going to have to make sometime soon.
I mean, I would dare to say that it's season 9 or bust for a couple teams.
I would say that.
That's true.
I think it's kind of season 9's going to be the tell if we, we might have a new expansion team.
Yeah. So
yeah, and I've made that clear to a couple people that they got to get it done.
Hey, you know what?
I mean, this is fake football. They think this is just a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Fake football.
I think
This is the most important thing on the earth.
You think this is just
I mean,
something that you
come
just
on now.
mess around with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people make you pay to do these owners. I haven't make you do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I at least let you do it for free.
from here on out, Noah's going to make a living wage on being the commissioner of this league.
No one needs a new generator. That's prices go up.
No one needs better internet. All right. The pick is in, and the New Haven Lancers are selecting Gary Nakamoto, tackle from the Tucson Vaqueros.
Ooh.
Okay. You know,
Interesting.
that's at least his second lineman.
Yep.
So maybe he is kind of thinking, I'm going to build a foundation first, and then maybe just kind of do decent in season 9, and maybe season 10 is the breakthrough season.
You know,
I don't know.
Nakamoto kind of seems a little Japanese, right?
Yeah, of course.
I think he got his start on a Japanese expansion team, the Big Boys.
Yeah,
Might have actually got his start in a Japanese league.
From Hiroshima?
Yeah, possibly.
You know,
Japanese American football is actually pretty solid.
I have heard that the Hiroshima Big Boys are a very good, expansion team. Potentially, that might be the move with a team close to West Virginia here soon.
Yeah, definitely gonna let that happen. I don't make many.
It's too soon, right? It's too soon.
Who's on the clock now?
I have no idea.
Tribe.
What round are we in?
We're in 4.
Oh shit!
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Wait, who is on it?
The Tribe. We're
Oh,
on
the Tribe.
book
Okay.
number 2.
Oof.
Okay.
Are the Myrtle Beach Stingers even awake at this point?
I don't know. Randy
He
Pierce,
sent
are
me
you in the chat?
message. He sent me a message a little bit ago.
Oh boy.
All right, the pick is in, and they are selecting Memphis Wickline, defensive end from the Raleigh Oaks. So the guys who used to play in Memphis now have a guy.
Yeah, I'd say Memphis is going. If only they still played in Memphis.
Maybe a little
this would
tribute.
be a thing. It could be a tribute player, you know?
Tribute player. A good build, right under 300 pounds. Bull rush, pass rush, sack master,
and swim.
Yeah.
He's got some moves to get to the quarterback.
Very good.
All right, and that'll bring up the cavalry. And I do have their board, so I'm going to go ahead and go to that now. Let me see.
Still no Mason, so. Mason up there? Is he?
There's actually some reports that are coming across my phone in Discord. The next Rice quarterback is actually General Dwight Eisenhower is looking to make his debut in the American Football League.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could be huge.
Actually, did they trade this pick away? Let me look. I might have missed that. No, they traded their 5th. Okay, so they're still drafting here. All right, so their pick is in. I know what it is. They're going to be selecting Cam Jones, wide receiver from the Fargo Freeze. So that's their second receiver tonight. Yeah, Yep. Pierce Daddy has sent me a message to tell you guys that he is awake. And apparently listening to the stream. So that's awesome. Welcome to the show. Yeah. How many people do we have watching right now, Colin? Nice. Leave us a like. All right. Frank has got me doing the work tonight. All right. With this pick, the Louisiana Steamers are selecting Spiro Christodoulou the Grizzlies. That I won't say again. I think this is a skill player. Are you muted? I don't know. I can hear you.
Yeah,
We
that's
were.
that's the second time it's done that. Thank you
Well,
for letting us know.
thanks.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know, guys. And thank you, Steamers. Really love it.
Steamers.
Did it mute when I said that? So I have to say it again.
You might have to say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
Okay. Spiro Christodoulopoulos. Practice that ahead of time. I kind of forgot about him. All right, Washington's on the clock.
Man, what is up with Frank and just knowing how to kick people in the nuts? How does he do that every time?
He's really good at this. All right, Chad is back on the clock. And what I would say has been a pretty successful draft so far.
Yeah. Chad's done a great job.
Yeah. So for those who aren't aware, I'm just going to go ahead and at the owners in the rookie tier channel. So when you know what you want your rookies to be at, silver, gold, whatever, you can put it in this channel, and then I'll be able to put it into your roster file eventually.
Is there a deadline on that, Noah?
Not currently, but as soon as possible would be great because we want to start on the roster file in the game as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because the sooner we can do that, the sooner we can start the season. Yep. So Chad Rowland made his selection. Buster McDooley, center from the Dragons.
Lineman.
Solid pick there.
McDooley. Yeah, good pick.
6'4", 290, brick wall, bulldozer, stone wall, strength bonus.
We got pick.
So a lot.
Hmm?
The Pottsville
Who got
Maroons
there?
are now on the
McDooley.
clock.
McDooley, center.
Oh, nice.
Pottsville's on the clock. And I like to give
Dave's
a big.
making me some nice art.
Do you have an offensive line pick?
I like to give a big shout out to Joel for working on the roster file for us for season 9.
Yeah.
I mean, that is hard work, and it's tedious, and nobody wants to do it, and we are
He does.
thankful.
Like
he likes
he
it.
told me-
He likes
Yeah,
it.
he
He's
likes
like one of those weird people that like to mow their grass all the time, like they enjoy mowing grass. But that's Joel. Yeah, he's the man.
I love you, man. You're so good at this. Glad you came back. Pottsville is on the board, and they are selecting. Where'd he go? Toby Ford, defensive tackle from the Dragons, 6'7", 350. Yeah, that's a good, solid pick there.
Mm-hmm.
Came in as a silver value. Of course, he's going to be playing at either bronze or copper, but yeah, at this point, that's a good pickup.
Yeah, very good.
That puts me on the clock. Very cool.
Yes, it does.
So let me see what I still want to do here.
And I would say that there's still a lot of availability in outside linebackers. When we're getting to the point where people may start drafting kickers. I don't know. There's not been a single kicker goal that's gone yet.
All right. With my next pick, I'm going to be taking Babatunde Baxter, the tackle from the Raleigh Oats. That is the lineman for me.
Okay. Baxter.
And that puts Santa Fe on the clock.
Yeah, sure does.
Yep. This draft is going really well for the Noster.
Noah sounds like he's getting everything he wants. How do you feel, Derek?
I mean, if it wasn't for, certain people that drive a boat in this friggin' thing, it would be good. honestly, I'm ecstatic. I knew these late rounds would be a hustle.
Look at that logo, though, Derek.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
It looks good.
Fierce, right?
You know what I just realized?
What?
We have pepperoni rolls upstairs waiting on us.
From where?
Not pepperoni rolls, pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
Yeah,
not pepperoni
pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls, same thing.
Pizza rolls. You want to go get them warmed up?
No, not right now.
You want to go tell? You want to go tell Mason to get those going for us?
Has he texted you back?
No, of course not.
Oh. Well, text the concession stand worker and see if she
I'm
can
gonna text my wife.
tell her to warm up that cheese too when she's at it.
Exactly what I'm gonna text her.
All right.
Warm up that cheese.
Warm up that D-A-T. Warm up that cheese.
She's
We
not
have
putting that video
a
up.
special guest that has jumped into the interview room.
Who is this?
It's Captain Loggins, the owner of the cavalry.
Oh.
And, Noah, you are very welcome for Spyro's last name. All right, goodbye.
And that was a rare occurrence of an interview with Captain Loggins. What was that interview we did for the WFAN with Art Vandelay? And it was like, we asked him this big question, and then Art was like, yep. And that was it.
All right, Derek's pick is in. He is going with Biggie Jenkins, tackle.
Okay.
Big boy.
Another beaver.
Another beaver.
Another beaver.
6'8",
Big boy.
325.
He's not coming off the field and standing.
No, he's gonna be there. Yeah, we're just gonna work with it.
Okay.
Louisiana is now on the clock
Bulldozer
again.
brick wall.
I would like it to be known out of all the builds that is around Mason County in West Virginia, there was only one build left on the build or on the board left to be drafted.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Just to kind of get everyone drafted, I will say that position is a center. Jake Muncie is a great build. He's 6'6", 340. So if you'd like to draft him, that'd be pretty cool to get all the West Virginia boys out on a roster.
Muncie.
We'll see what we can do here.
You like building them
Do you have a pick?
tall. Hey Mason,
Or wait,
I got some pizza rolls.
you want to warm us up some pizza rolls?
You know, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do this evening. And you know what was on the top of the list?
What?
Serve as your little bitch boy.
Would you like to say anything to the?
I have a couple thoughts.
You've missed the Wyoming Cavalry.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Please come in.
Well, you're on the green screen right there.
Hello. I don't have much connection to this league. I like to consider myself an outlier, an outsider, and all those other synonyms. But I would say that out of all of these teams that are mostly high quality or at least average, and then there's Wyoming. The absolute scum of the earth team. You know, in most formations like triangles and pyramids and squares, you've got to have a good foundation. Someone at the bottom that just holds things together. Well, here we are with Wyoming. The rusty
Synonym.
beams.
Cinnamon.
I'm gonna make some pizza rolls.
Thank you, Mason. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna burn them, and they're gonna taste awful.
Thank you, Mason.
I'll never go to Wyoming.
Don't forget to warm up the cheese.
Yeah, get that cheese warmed up for me, baby. All right, I'm sorry.
I needed that in my life.
That was funny.
That was worth waiting for. Louisiana's pick is in. They are selecting James, wide receiver from Tucson, 6'6", 230. Player, acrobatic catches, clutch, deep threat, Mr. Third Down.
Okay.
Jamaica is now on the clock.
No, Jamaica.
Let's see, is Mr. Andrews still around?
Mason is something special. He's the man. But we still cannot convince him to join the league.
He'll come around.
We'll get there. Maybe he'll be interested to hear about our. I guess I can announce it now. I was going to do that earlier, but we're going to be having some new abilities working on. Colin's been helping me a little bit, and it's going to be very exciting stuff. I'll make a video explaining what they are going to be later, but you're going to see some new stuff on that draft application. So that should be very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting for everybody.
That'll be cool. Did you hear that, Nolan? Noah's working on some new abilities that you can select for your players.
Really?
Uh-huh. So we're diving deep into the editor and into the attributes for each specific position and their tier.
Does one ability start with a 2?
I don't think we've named them.
I have some placeholders.
Okay. Does that placeholder start with a 2?
I don't know.
I have no idea where he's going with this.
Two-way player.
Two-way player.
Two-way player.
Well, go on.
Isn't
What's
that
your
an
suggestion?
ability where your player can play 2 ways, offense and defense?
Oh,
is that not an ability or an animation?
I don't know. That's an interesting thought.
I mean, you can use auto sub. I think.
I thought it was an animation. I could have sworn it was a two-way player was an animation where they could play both sides.
I don't think so. I think in the editor you'd have to copy and paste them and that sort of thing.
Oh.
But that would be interesting. But no, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's some ways that we're trying to figure out. Can there be such a thing as a successful mobile quarterback? Is one
could change
right?
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody tries to do that. There really hasn't been much success with it, and I think Noah, at least one of the things he's trying to accomplish is on that edge of things. So.
Yeah, that's definitely one that I've wanted to do for a while. So I have a theory it work. We'll see if it actually does. But at the very least, it'll be easier to use in a designed run scenario. So whether he'll actually scramble on his own, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But it's more condensed. So that will be one of them. There are a couple others that I won't. That's definitely one that we're looking at to do. All right, so the Hummingbirds have made a selection. They are selecting Hugh Morris, guard from the Tucson Vaqueros, 6'9", 356.
Yep, looked at Hugh.
If you would have told me that almost every lineman would be drafted in, I would have told you were crazy.
Times they are changing.
If you can get an automatic upgrade at pretty much any position on the offensive line, I think it makes a lot of sense to do it. So,
wow,
there are like 30 between 20 teams. It's not that much.
Wow.
Detroit is now on the clock.
You know, when we talk about championship contenders teams, then the Fury really stands out to me as a possible championship team. So it'll be interesting to see what they do to extend their playoff run.
Well, you know, I'm going to say that Stephon and the Detroit Fury are in a very, I will say, simple division.
Yeah.
With
winnable.
The Federals, yeah.
Yeah.
With the Federals and the Stingers and the Tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to be a free for all.
Yeah, I think that
I would consider them all even.
Yeah,
at this
I think
point.
that division that the Federals, the Stingers, DC, and Fury are in. I think that is I think that's going to be a bloodbath there. I don't think really one team is better than the other.
Yep.
He's back again.
Oh, Logan's back.
So, Hugh Morris's name, it's a very humorous name.
Humorous. Well,
the pick is
the one other thing about Captain Loggins, me and him are both in the meat grinder of the Pacific. It's gonna suck down there.
The Pacific is so tough.
If you like the Detroit Fury roster, then you're gonna love that they are selecting Jake Muncy, center from the Fargo Freeze.
Yeah, they are.
Jake Muncy's gone.
Gone to the Fury.
Ooh. Okay. Very good.
Ah, Johnny Hams. Last name to my own. I like it there. Who we got next? Who's on the clock?
This is
Myrtle Beach
Randy
Stingers.
Pierce.
Oh, first pick for Randy.
Let's see if we can get him in the interview room. I'm sure he's
Probably in
busy.
bed.
Take a look. Okay, so he was looking at the free agent page, and then so he doesn't know. Okay.
He's struggling.
All right. I see what he wants to do. Okay. So let's just go ahead and make this pick for him.
He's
he
on
is
his
going to be selecting Oliver Barrington, tackle from the Grizzlies.
Okay.
6'5", 320.
Okay. I want to give
Detroit is back up.
a shout out to Randy and the work that he has put into his roster, his inherited roster.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
It was rough. I mean, he basically started out as an expansion team with the roster he was given from Kansas City.
Who did he just draft?
A lineman.
Lyman.
But he's got Hugh Hugo, and he's got Jaga Bettis.
We actually talked about this when he took that team over. I would almost have rather done an expansion team
Than what he went through.
take over the team that he did.
Yeah.
He had to do a lot. He had to do a lot of trading in the offseason and a lot of things to make it work.
Yep.
All right. Detroit is back on the clock, followed by Des Moines and then me.
Oh.
And since I had to turn off my AC to keep my microphone going, we're going
Oh,
down
there
a
he
layer.
goes.
Get to see all of the pink.
Gosh, too bad we don't go to round 6 or 7. Who knows what would happen then?
Never knew me.
Yes, sir.
For the people back home, the current beer count is at 38 beers consumed in one night.
Thanks.
Under.
Charleston, you got a
I'm not
pick
sure
coming
what
up,
the
right?
over-under was.
You got a pick coming up?
Yeah, you have a pick.
No, I traded away.
Oh, you traded for
Yeah,
it?
I traded it to no. Right?
Oh,
No.
okay. Okay, you just got it.
Yeah, you did.
Our list
Okay.
was just
Well, I
wrong.
was just about to say,
Who's
oh,
up right
no,
now? Is
this
it?
ain't good.
It's currently
Des Moines?
Yeah. No, it's still the
It's Detroit.
because they're back on the clock after your dad.
It's Detroit.
Okay.
All right. So the pick is in, and he is selecting Igluke Owens, tackle from the Raleigh Oaks. Another offensive lineman. We've had 4 in a row.
Wow.
Des Moines is now on the clock.
Who was that? Who did
That's crazy.
Who did you just get?
Another lineman.
Nice.
Another lineman. So.
While
This is
while
big.
we're waiting for the pick to come in, one thing I would be remiss not to introduce the at home audience. This is Big Pete Prowl,
Big Pete,
honorary mascot of the Santa Fe Prowl this year. First home game, we will be giving out bobbleheads.
Of Big Pete?
Of Big Pete bobbleheads.
Would you care to grab Little Pete?
I will get Little Pete here. The predecessor of Big Pete.
Yeah, I think everybody would love to see Little Pete.
So, for those wondering at home, we got Little Pete. Little Pete Prowl.
And we've got Little Pete. Yep.
Little Pete and Big Pete. It's a good time here in Santa Fe. Yep. Might be a whole pack or a whole pride, if you will.
The Corn Kings pick
It's a good time down here. Cats and.
All right, who are the Corn
Thank
Kings?
Thank you. Really trying for the branding opportunities. I think we're on the Corn Kings.
Derek doesn't have.
Selecting Granville Dix.
Sorry, a limited length here.
Fargo.
Something that's
Granville Dix.
Oh yeah, he's a lineman. Another lineman. I think he's a guard.
He's a tackle.
Yep, Granville Dix.
Granville Dix.
The freeze tackle for the freeze.
All right, so I am up now.
Okay.
Well, grabs around the clock.
Yep. All right. My selection is going to be BJ Koo, guard.
Another guard.
Gee whiz.
Done, man.
This
My
is
fourth offensive alignment.
unbelievable.
So,
Oh my.
So, every single lineman is going to get drafted. This is so crazy.
There are only 3 more remaining.
Wow.
While we're waiting for these picks from the Wasteland here, how about we scroll? If you want to scroll with the run on linemen, I think it's a good conversation to have about like who are some players on the on the draft board still that haven't been picked up yet that we are surprised about. Like I think there's some wide receivers for sure that we can say we're surprised that are still here
Aspen Leathers
available.
is still on the board.
Yeah, one running back is all that's been taken.
Yeah, Aspen Leathers, crazy producer in the Rise League, still on the board. Got some major wide receivers. We've got people like, Morbius, Molyneux, still out there. Some solid players.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking here. Really, what stands out to me is Aspen Leathers.
Yeah.
Because he really did perform well in Rise League.
He did.
And if it wasn't for the magic feat, I think that he would be more attractive to players. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I think it's the magic feat that is keeping him from being drafted right now.
I think his stats were through the roof in Rise Leagues.
They were.
They were good.
Definitely second place to Trey Tucker and better than everybody else.
I think his rushing yards were higher than Trey's.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Well,
Trey
and
just.
so,
the
the game just favors some people.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think during draft, owners probably just favor animations over one.
Are there
another.
any off the field issuing with Mr. Aspen? Is
maybe Aspen
Yeah, does he
Leathers
have
is
any issues with like massage therapists?
speeding down the road, having massage therapists?
I mean,
we have
teams do their research, so you would think there'd be a reason why a player of his caliber falls so far.
The only thing that kind of threw me for a spin this year for the Rise League was the tight ends.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I expected maybe a gold out of there. I think for Rise League, I think it's hard to get your tight ends started on a random playbook because I think it favors more the wide receiver.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. It makes it more challenging if you need a tight end. We took Matt Maymeter, which would be awesome if our playbook favors him and he's able to, advance through maybe a silver or even a gold at some point. But I think random playbooks kind of hurt that.
I will still say there's still meat on the bone. There's some meat in defensive tackle. There's some meat in defensive end. The defensive line has barely been picked.
That's true.
I mean, they're solid wide receivers.
Well, Washington's pick is in,
Washington picks it in,
and they are selecting Stroker, the punter.
Oh, Stroker, a punter.
Okay.
I told you he needed a punter. I was just a pick too soon with the pick.
There you go.
Going down to punt. Let's look at Stroker, the punter. Bringing in a bronze, but I mean, got to build pretty solid.
Ooh.
Scooter Stroker.
Yep.
200 pounds on the dot.
I mean, he's got everything you want in a punter. We'll just see what he gets left with by the time he joins the team.
Yeah. I mean, the Mighty Oaks. He's a Mighty Oak.
He was.
I will say that one of the players that I am hoping gets picked to a team here in the 5th round is the Fowler, one of the Fowler brothers. We have a Fowler brother as wide receiver, Orion Fowler, with really a good build, just wasn't given the right platform to really perform well in the Rise League. And then I believe it's safety.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Diesel.
Free safety, Diesel Fowler.
Yep.
I think a lot of people had their eye on Diesel Fowler prior to the stat release.
I was actually one of those
of
people.
the
I
Rise
was, if we ran Sims against each other, you know, I had Fowler as the top of my list. I was assuming Fowler was going to go gold.
If anybody needs a safety or a defensive back of some sort, Diesel Fowler is your man, because I will promise you that guy will progress next season.
Yeah. He's got
I mean, when you go later in the draft and you see people with bronze animations, ball hawk, big hit, closing speed, coverage bonus.
Yeah.
He's got all the characteristics you need.
I mean, what animations do you need other than those? I mean, they have amazing animations to help them progress throughout their careers.
Yep.
All right. I think that is the last of Chad's draft picks. So he is officially not drafted a quarterback.
Oh, so we are here to assume that he is going to pick something off free agency.
Free agent quarterback.
I mean, again.
So the pick for the New Haven Lancers is in. They are taking Peter Stoija, defensive tackle from the Oaks.
Okay. Another tackle.
Stoija.
No, defensive tackle. You got it.
Stoija.
What we got here? Big man, 6'7", 300.
Des Moines is on the clock.
Good build.
This is a good build.
I'm still upset Julius Orange went. I did not think he was going to go as a gold.
I mean,
would you have given him gold?
No.
then it's probably good that he's
going to go to a place
where
his full potential gets to. We're going to see all of that juice.
You know what?
All of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
like Colin Pierce got drafted to Louisiana, and then 2 seasons later he comes back and wins the Gin Bowl. I mean, there's
and then he gets cut again.
And then you play us.
Then he gets cut and sold to New Haven.
No, that was TD that played us, and then you traded him the day after the game.
Well, you know, TD.
It's hard
there
to be
was
a quarterback in
there
Montreal.
was. You know, I was on the Berserkers at the time. There's a big communication problem.
Yeah.
Him coming all the way over from Sweden. There were some issues.
Yeah,
he did his best.
Hard.
It was a language barrier.
Yeah, there was a major language barrier.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Speaking the old French Canadian thing up in Montreal.
No, I just
only
realized that
speaking
you took your hat off today.
Yeah, I just did. Yeah.
Well, I take my hat off to you, sir.
Thank you. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The Corn Kings pick is in, and I'm excited.
Oh boy.
Give us Fowler.
The Corn Kings have selected Morbius Molyneux, wide receiver.
Ooh.
Morbius Molyneux, wide receiver. Another one that I, again, was surprised is already still here.
So, no, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had him going in a mock draft in round 1, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Morbius Molyneux. Corn Kings are known to have a strong wide receiver core.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. He's going to go as a bronze, for sure.
He's reliable. He's not dropping the ball with that arm to steal. Third down, that's the guy you're going to want to aim at. Be an interesting pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
All right, so we're back to the Lancers once again. So their next pick is... Okay. Their next selection is Kyle Finnemore, wide receiver.
Ooh,
from the Raleigh Oaks.
Another wide receiver. Fenimore. Okay. Short guy.
Small. Quick
Very
boy,
small.
though.
185.
No, maybe not. He's small, but he's gonna take a hit.
I mean,
It's-
if he
yeah.
plays in the slot, I mean, he's got the animations. He has the size. I'm assuming speed to probably get it done.
If used the right way, that could be
Yep.
big. So,
We are now into round 5 once again with the Lancers.
you guys need a break?
Oh, baby.
Or...
We can choke through if you're good.
All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm
right,
gonna
let's
let
take
you
a
guys.
couple
I'm gonna
minute
let you
break.
guys keep going if you want.
No, let's take a couple minute
All right.
break.
Noah,
we
can
gotta
we take a
find
break?
out where our pizza rolls are.
Two,
Yeah,
3
We
minute
have to
break.
find our pizza rolls.
2 or 3 minutes.
We'll be back for the 5th round shortly.
All right.
That's what I was saying, man. It'll go quick. I would totally be down for that.
going at it, aren't you? And we are here with pepperoni rolls and
Pizza
Noah,
rolls.
We can't hear you.
Did we mute him again?
Are you muted? I'll do what I can here. Nolan, we're live.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
can.
we're good to go. Let's get it popping.
All right. So New Haven's draft pick. Let's go ahead and slide down to that.
I'm glad you grabbed 12 plates.
So New Haven is selecting a really great linebacker, Tug McFlappers, linebacker from the Beavers.
Tug. Now that is a guy I was hoping.
One that I made? Is that?
I don't know if I had a spot on my draft roster, but definitely a guy I was hoping maybe fell to me in free agency. Cause
McFlappers sounds
I think there's a spot for a Tug on every team.
So Des Moines is now up with back-to-back picks. And if you look in the transactions log, the Wastelanders are signing Connor Manning, quarterback. So that is their answer.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a silver, 6'4", 238, clutch, laser arm, leadership bonus.
All right.
So welcome back to the league, Connor Manning.
Very good.
So Des Moines up for back-to-back picks.
Mr. Bradley, can I interest you in some pepperoni rolls?
Pizza rolls. The hottest sin. That burn your mouth off.
I just ate a bunch of Mexican.
Well, then just sit on it.
So we got one pick in from the Corn Kings.
Uh-huh.
Can you breathe any louder on that thing?
I'm sorry. They're lava inside.
All right. Not bad time so far, if I do say so myself.
No, not at all.
Not going into all hours of the night.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of excited for, but you know. It is what it is. So we got 2 from Des Moines, then we got Lincoln, Vegas, Des Moines, Montreal, Santa Fe, Louisiana. Next couple picks. Ooh. Okay.
Spicy.
So Zach's first pick is in. He will be selecting Guy Banga, cornerback from the Beavers.
Okay.
Corner.
6'1", 195. Ball hawk, big hit, closing speed, quick feet.
Okay. I like that.
Actually, that's a really good build.
Yeah. I
for
like that
this
a lot.
slate.
There are a lot of good builds. Oh, and another pick has come in. The Corn Kings are back up, and they're selecting Pan Dunn, wide receiver from the Dragon.
I was waiting for him to go. I almost made a comment about it.
There you go.
And done. 6'7". Is that what I'm reading right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Return specialist. Could be a guy to do their kick returns. They're in Des Moines.
Very
So
cool.
Lincoln comes back up. Their first couple picks, they selected Bull McRae, Art Vandelay IV, and Vernon Campbell. Let's see where they're going to go next.
Do you think he's targeting user players?
I would assume so at this point.
I mean, it's good. Gonna have a
another-
strong locker room.
Yeah.
Another person that follows that up is J.R. McCray at safety. He gets
Ooh.
selected here.
Okay. Very good.
J.R. McCray.
That's great. Both of
6'3",
his players.
225.
Yeah.
Ball hawk coverage bonus, high helmet tackle, stamina bonus.
Very good. Cool.
The Corn Kings are back on the clock.
Congratulations to McCray getting both of his players
There's our hairy legs again. You know, I don't want to point out good players still left, but Diesel Fowler is still on the board, and nobody has picked this man.
He's a
Quez Rich still on the board as well.
Who's that?
He's a guy that he's a wide receiver. Dave Beener, also one of my favorites.
Yeah,
he's
my favorite.
But
too.
they both came in as gold, and they're still on the board at this point. So
They did.
Dave Beener and Quez Rich.
I don't know. Diesel Fowler just screams the ability to progress past what he's drafted at.
Yeah.
I didn't call him. Oh, you have someone for that pick, but
Oh, I've got somebody for that pick.
If I didn't draft Matt Bradley in the first round, I'd be picking up Diesel Fowler right now.
the Venom have selected Johnny Hams, center.
Ooh.
So he comes off the board right here.
Heard his favorite color is lime.
So that only leaves 1, 2, 3 linemen left in the entire draft class. That's wild. We have Des Moines back on the clock, is that right?
Yep, and their pick is in as well. They are selecting, let's see, Jax Powers, tight end.
I liked his build the
Raleigh
best.
Oaks.
Yeah.
6'5", 245, bulldozer, route god, soft hands, tough in the middle.
Yeah.
Montreal is now on the clock.
I got it to you, baby boy.
Okay.
Who's wrong?
Let's go ahead and okay.
Keeps going. Keeps going. Oh. Okay.
The Montreal Berserkers have selected Sven Lederhosen, kicker.
First kicker off the board.
Yep. We'll take that.
So that puts the Prowl on the clock. Flying by, thanks to all the picks from the boy Zach.
Yeah, we're cruising now.
It's only 9:56. Who would have guessed?
Mm-hmm. Let's do a final stack. See if we can get it all the way up.
All right, Derek's pick is in. He is selecting Davion Handel, fullback.
Fullback? Really?
Yeah.
The 5th fullback is off the board. There's only one more remaining.
Really? Okay.
I got money, bro.
The Louisiana Steamers on the clock.
Steamers on the clock.
I got money.
Who are they?
I could
Who are they
pay
going to
one top
steal
kill.
this time?
Gotta clear the way for Rhino Spine Nolan Pierce. We're excited to have Nolan on board, and we want to make it his
Nolan.
best rushing season yet.
How do you feel about going to Santa Fe?
Oh, I love it.
What's not to love? Desert and meth. I think we're reaching the top tier that we can handle.
We're getting close.
Frank Wade on the clock. Here comes his pick.
Oh, okay.
Still on the call with us today is Derek, Colin, and a tower of fears.
I'll just peer through here like the
Should have made you a window.
Like the stepbrother or something like that, stepsister.
The Louisiana Steamers have selected Trey Martin,
For you.
cornerback.
Shake the trade
Valley
mark.
Oaks. That's another user player.
Okay, awesome.
Corn Kings are on the clock.
We're halfway through the last round in this draft. Making great time.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, we're sitting at like 42, 44 probably.
And we haven't even tipped the pyramid. We haven't even got to the tip top yet.
The Corn Kings have selected Archimedes Ambrosius,
Ooh.
defensive tackle from the Beavers.
Who just
That's
got
David Leather's build.
Is it?
Is that
Yep.
who? Who was it?
Archimedes?
Ooh, okay. Sorry, didn't have my headphones in.
You know, we were considering taking him. I guess I need to get in the picture here. We were considering taking him. Julius Orange. Obviously, put a damper in our draft plan there. But we took the next two best defensive ends.
Do you have any more picks, Nolan?
No.
No, you're done. You're done. So, nothing to do but put your money where your mouth is.
What's that mean? Is that something dirty before the draft ends?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
So the real question is,
I
I'm
just-
sure all of the fans that are currently watching, is there a WFAN episode streaming tonight?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that our current events are conducive for a WFAN
Is
episode.
it?
But isn't that the fun part?
It is. I guess the fact that we have no segments
We
planned.
have a whole draft to talk about, my guy.
My God.
All right, I'm gonna make my selection. I'm taking. Very scared for the last like 8 picks to make sure at least one offensive lineman got down to me. I'm taking Ahmad Alejo at center. So my offensive line is now complete with 5 drafted offensive linemen.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
What happened?
He's drafted 5 offensive linemen.
He has a full goal.
If he wants it.
If he wants it.
5 offensive linemen?
You're welcome. I'm back, guys.
Wow. If only he could put a playbook together.
Yeah, then I'd be golden. Myrtle Beach is up, and I know at least one of their picks. This verbatim. Player's available. I want him. Haven't figured out what I'll do yet. Stingers have selected Aspen Leathers, running back.
Yes!
What happened?
Yes, Aspen Leathers.
This late? By who?
Dad.
Nice.
I don't know why.
But why?
I don't know.
Why would he do that?
I have no idea. Dad has no idea. He doesn't. Does he realize he has Jonga Bettis?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Thunder and lightning, baby.
Thunder and lightning. I love it. This is awesome. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Maybe that's the Stinger's motto.
Corn Kings, I would like you to know we do have something planned for tomorrow.
We have a big event tomorrow.
We actually do. Almost, would we consider it bigger than WFA draft?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say this is like the livelihood of the Pierce lineage lies on tomorrow.
That's right.
Nolan finds out the gender of his baby tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow, I don't know what Randy Pierce is doing with that pick there.
I have no idea, but I gotta look both sides to see.
Huh.
All right. So I'm waiting for him to get back to me with his last pick. So we have, to end the draft, Stingers, 2 Wolfpack, Corn King Spiders, Hummingbirds, and the Prowl will finish us off.
Okay.
We're nearly there.
We're almost there. I'm not sure what he's thinking. And it's not that Aspen Leathers is a bad build. It's that he has Jaga Bettis and a backup running back already.
But how old is Jaga Bettis?
I mean, he's old, but he's good. He's good for this year. He's not regressing this year.
He will also be taking tackle Elmo Masterson, finishing off the offensive lineman.
Every offensive lineman has been taken. Wow.
Wolfpack are now up with back-to-back picks. Jake finally gets to make a selection, and I'm sure he'll have a great interview afterwards if he's still awake, because he is a child after all.
Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Can you get that one that you dropped up front there, Nolan?
That's not. I'm working on it.
Okay. 3 more beers.
Come on, Jake. I mean, I can't just, like... If Jake is the guy that makes me draft for him, I'm gonna be upset.
Can you give me a natty? Huh? No one wants another
So I
natty.
messaged Jake. I
No
messaged
worries.
Jake, what do you want? He's messaged back, I don't know. Let me check a random pick.
I haven't started the timer for a while now, so...
It's fine.
He doesn't want one.
Jake has no idea what
Alright,
he's gonna
boys.
pick.
These 3 here finish out the pyramid.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. Alright, Jake. What's he gonna do? He said he doesn't have cap for anything.
I mean, he's gonna have to figure out what he's gonna do with these next 2 picks.
Draft Orion.
Draft.
As a copper.
Draft Diesel, baby.
Yeah, Diesel.
Draft him.
Diesel Fowler. Take Diesel
So
Fowler.
he tried to. Apparently, he hasn't been paying attention because he tried to draft an offensive lineman, and they're all gone. Okay. All right. Jake's first, fifth round pick is going to be Casey Schrader, cornerback. That's a user player.
Okay.
So congrats to him.
Very good.
Diesel.
Diesel. Diesel.
Diesel. Diesel.
Come on.
Come on.
Somebody
Diesel.
pick him. You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Jake didn't even know he had 2 picks.
Back to back. I'm gonna start the timer. Okay. Here.
Okay.
Just pick Diesel Fowler and get it over with.
You have to cut him. You can't afford anyone.
Just pick somebody up and trade him to Santa Fe.
Pick a punter.
We will be in conversations.
How much does he have right now? I tried to look up the Wolfpack and I just typed Jake in. So. want the season 5 Wolfpack roster. Okay.
Alright, he's still thinking here. Let's look and see.
All right. Jake's next pick is
Okay, good.
Baylor Ballast Dale, inside linebacker.
Okay.
The Lincoln Spiders are now on the clock. This is the pick that they traded to Wyoming to get.
Alright. Let's go Fowler. Diesel Fowler. Diesel Fowler. I've got a good feeling about this one.
I'm gonna check on him. You do realize that Fowler's no longer in the server.
Is he not?
Well,
He's in and out more than anyone else.
Is that the guy who keeps asking for rosters?
no.
Okay.
But coming off the board is Diesel Fowler.
Yes!
Hey!
Yeah!
Not your wish.
I really wish you guys would have shut your mouth without taking him with the last pick
Were you
overall.
really?
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. That's why I was crunching numbers over
He
here,
deserves
bro.
more than Mr. Insignificant.
Yeah, but he would have had a point, and I would have put him on a defense that would have fucking rocked. But thanks a lot, guys.
Don't worry,
Pretty
there's
much
still
Frank Wade Jr. and Frank Wade Jr.
Don't worry, there's still Clay Darby on there.
Ew.
No, I'm going a different direction now.
Or Harry Stringer.
I was only going secondary if he was available. No, I'm switching. Pinch hitting.
You're not gonna take LaJordan Daniels, the 250 pounds.
Oh, I know who we need. Scroll up over.
We got 2 more picks left here, right?
I love me some LaJordan Daniels.
Got
You got the
Jamaica.
Corn King, Spiders, Jamaica, and Santa Fe. And that'll
Oh.
end the draft.
Oh, okay, I'm behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Corn Kings. Sorry.
Diesel Fowler's gonna be playing corner for the Spiders.
We only do corner from the
Scroll.
Okay. The Corn Kings have gotten their pick in, and they will be taking. This is going to be a fan favorite, I'm sure. Richard Littlewood, defensive tackle.
How did that get in? Another Beaver.
Another Beaver.
Between the Valqueros and the Beavers, you know, everyone's getting picked up.
The Beavers just had all the fun guys.
He's
Spiders are back up again.
350 pounds.
That's a
Max
big...
Blake is 6'5", 377.
It's a big beaver.
Call him Big Richard. Big call.
So Noah, how does it feel to have going on 9 seasons of the WFA?
Feels good, man. Like after all of the things that we've been through to get here, every time that it happened and then didn't, and people leaving and the people around me collapsing, I feel good that we've made it this far.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I say about that?
What do you say about that?
The Smith smells.
Smith smells. May I just say, this man, he used the WFA, or the email, our league email, his Match.com profile. That's all I got. And we almost hacked into it, but Jake wasn't good enough. We could have done it. All right. The Spiders have selected Bo Montana.
Yes!
From the Grizzlies.
Wait, don't they already have a quarterback?
Draft, they haven't selected one.
They don't have a quarterback?
They
They
might
have one.
not. They,
They
do,
have
but
one.
not one on there.
Backup
They haven't drafted.
quarterback, Bo Montana. I'm glad to see him go.
Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are selecting Jordan Andrews II. I wonder why they're doing that. Cornerback from the Grizzlies.
Okay.
Santa Fe, the last pick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I had one
Mr.
originally.
Insignificant.
We got lots of players who were rated as a gold that are still available. If they make it to free agency, they will be coming in as bronzes, as I said before. Since things are going to be, I'm not going to have the rosters done quickly. Just if you want to claim somebody, that's fine, but just know it might be a day or two until I get it all sorted out.
And you would go to the just go to the normal free agency, or how would we claim it? Would they be put immediately into that list like we normally do free agency, or would it be a different way to claim them?
Those players will go into the current free agents pool.
I will be shopping. That's why I ask.
As the Spiders release their silver quarterback.
I just saw that.
For Bo Montana.
Spiders release.
What have you done, Colin?
Mason Jackson.
He was their only chance.
He said, you remember Copeland said no Montana during our mock draft. But it looks like that was all a ploy. Very good.
Done.
Wow. Mason Jackson's gone.
And a bronze quarterback remains.
Wow.
Boy, howdy.
Wow. That seems like
Okay.
something Chad would do if he was in charge.
Something
We're up there.
All right,
Let's
put it
try
up there,
for
my
once.
friend.
Bye. All right. The last pick in the draft. Billy Silver, wide receiver, Thunder Bay Dragons. 6'5", 225.
Let's talk about Mr.
Deep
Insignificant.
threat, Mr. Third Down, route guy. Draft is officially complete.
Very nice. So is that going to be wide
Thank you
receiver
everybody
number
for
3 or
showing up
4?
and making this go really well. Really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that was great. We got it all done in one night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Feel really good about it. Thank you all for your support. I think we've had the most amount of views per episode that we've ever had, so
Let's
that
check it
is
out one more
super
time.
exciting. Let's look and see what we've had. We have 13 right now.
We had 86.
We had 18 at the highest, so you guys are awesome. That was very cool. I think there's only one thing missing,
We need someone to crown the top of this.
and it's at the very top of this pyramid.
And that's how we end this one. This is the only way to end this.
Nolan, can you stand up and finish that beer?
How empty is yours?
We could also do some push-ups for.
You can finish this. You got
Oh,
this.
we have an empty one here.
Oh, the gold free safety. Matt Bradley
Finishing the
is
pyramid.
going to finish the pyramid.
As Boston signs a lot of UDFAs.
Much like the teams will have achieved this year, we here have achieved greatness in the
Very
form
good.
of a pyramid. Love it.
Thank you to everybody for hanging in there with us. And before you know it, we'll be on to season 9. So, thank y'all. And
Yeah.
good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.